1 audio.
Well, hello. We are back.
And we are falling apart today.
Yes, we are.
It's fine. It's just part of the disaster. And on top of that, yes, we don't have Asia here yet. She'll be joining partway through.
I checked if Brian's camera's in, like...
He's fine.
I think it looks fine.
I think you look fine.
Fine.
Don't look at me, look at the camera. That makes it
now
easier.
everybody remember to...
Me and Brian? Yeah, me and Brian are
He's fine.
So Asia will be joining us shortly. She's just getting a ride over here still. Just finishing up with some things.
We've no.
Thank you guys for coming back, or if you're here for the first time, this is Nat Disaster. We're just a group of friends just trying to play D&D sometimes. It's pretty disastrous to watch.
Yeah. Kind of trash.
Hey, but it's fun. Alright, well, as always, thank you to my friend XX Pulp London. You are the best. You do my artwork, and I hope I'm going to be commissioning you a little bit more in the future. It'll be great to see some more stuff up there. Thank you to Michael LaPlante for our map that we use. It's so beautiful. See it up on our Instagram page as well. So I'm Brian. I'm the Disaster Master.
1 sec.
Going around the room.
I'm Conlon Rose. I play Bracket, the Paladin. He's a moron.
He's not a moron. Nock thinks he's a moron.
Yeah, I know he is. I'm Brian. I play Jinrash. I just kill people.
I'm Vicky.
Pretty much.
I play Nock the Ranger, and tonight I'm playing Kyron Catastrophe for just a bit.
And my name is Callum. I'm playing
The Majestic
Naresh,
Beard.
and I'm the College of Discord Bard, who everyone just recently
Oh.
found out is a vampire, officially.
Found out the problem.
And a lot of
Hammer wasn't on the tape marks.
and afterwards
Yeah.
a lot of
But it looked
interesting things came upon.
No, it
from
was
learning
off center and to zoomed in.
Yeah, so much shit came out of that.
Hey,
Now it's centered.
just
Nice.
adding to the story.
Okay.
So, if you guys came here, thank you for following us. If you're not following us yet, follow us on our social medias. We got on Twitter and Instagram @NatDisasterDND. Then if you have anything for us, we like playing some music from Epidemic Sound. Not sponsored by Epidemic Sound. Epidemic Sound sponsor us, no. But we would love to hear some people actually make some music and stuff for us as well. We definitely play it through.
I think Kyron is still in bear form, isn't she?
I think she switched out after she
Did she?
did. I
So
believe
you need
so.
green dice, right?
All right.
I'll go listen to the end of the session real quick while you're doing your update.
All right.
That's blue
And
dice.
what was the last update on Asia?
No update since
Okay.
last update.
Green dice.
Well, we'll see her when we see her.
Oh,
Thank
forget
you.
these blue dice. Where they went.
Alright. Oh, are you gonna dump all your dice out again? And
Oh
make
wait,
a
yeah.
ridiculous
Before your
amount of
thing.
noise?
Okay. Before we do that, I'm sorry. We have dice.
He will one day rival Laura Bailey.
I can if I buy another set of these. It's called Wish, guys. You can buy a lot
Oh,
of dice.
and just wanted to
For
shout out
nothing.
as well. I most recently
30
got a
bucks.
new tattoo, both for 21 Pilots and for Critical Role. Critical Role, you are amazing. Thank you for inspiring so many people to do this every single day. And I saw that Matt Mercer and Laura Bailey saw my tweet for this, and I got really excited. And yeah, Matt Mercer and Laura Bailey, if you guys ever watch this, God, my life would be made.
Aww, ain't that adorable.
That'd be great. I'd love to hear Matt's feedback on my work.
That's why it's adorable.
All right, well,
Thank you for the
Laugh
extra
at you.
dice.
if everybody is all set, what were they?
4 and a 19.
So the green dice are
better
innocent.
be rolling with advantage then.
Yeah.
Wait, which ones were the 4s?
The green was the 4.
Let's see how everybody's doing tonight.
11. Not
That
bad.
wasn't bad.
Callum, roll a die.
No, let's
11.
roll this one.
Why?
Well, I
Let's
didn't
see
roll
how
one of
well-
my
Wait,
dice.
this is
how
for
well
Callum.
people are doing today.
8.
Ooh, I rolled a 17.
I got a nat
just now for me.
20!
Nice.
Wow, you're doing
Wait.
great.
Am I gonna roll my dice now?
I got a 15. So
Not gonna do good.
Sure, put it right in here.
Ready?
No,
13. Better roll.
Wait, we can check.
yeah, don't do that. All right, Well,
One of these is a 19. There's also 30 dice in here.
if everybody is all set, let's tonight's disaster unfold.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Session 14.
Part 6 in the dungeon.
Six sessions in the dungeon. You'll get out eventually,
Hey.
guys.
There's no escaping.
So,
You're in there forever.
the unnamed group so far has been tasked with bringing the Jar of Preservation back to Warrior's Rest. After several sessions inside getting further down,
I have
the
several
group
rude ideas for names.
awoken after a long rest, a well-deserved needed long rest, to some interesting news about one of their companions, Naresh. He admitted openly to Nock that he was a vampire, and through that they found out that he was also the vampire that killed Kyron's grandfather. Deciding to break the news to her in the morning, it quickly devolved into an inter-party fight, and Kyron attacking Naresh, the group trying to prevent her from reaching him. Jinrash and Nock eventually realizing that the amount of pain she was in, that she wasn't going for a kill, backed out of the room. Brackett, just super confused, not sure what the fuck's going on, got out, and she bit a chunk off of Naresh's shoulder. Afterwards, when she reverted back to her human form, they talked a little bit about, and Naresh revealed a little bit more about his backstory to Kyron that he had mentioned to Nock the night before. About a woman, Faldrilo Aneth. She is somebody who he rescued out of a blood den and had some sort of romantic relationship with. This was revealed to be Kyron's mother, who had left her 9 years ago. Naresh admitted that Fal ended up being sacrificed in front of him. And the moment that he said that, Kyron ended up hearing words sent across the entirety of Ty'Quires itself, magically, and it was her mother's voice, letting her know that Naresh was not a bad vampire, and that he was vital for her.
I think she's still there.
Okay.
From what I listened to, it sounded like she didn't change back. Probably just because she forgot to.
No worries. But Kyron ended up only telling Nock that fact, and leaving the room, the group quickly short-rested. With a lot of awkward tension, Brackett decided to do some shield thrusts and do some training while everybody was in a weird space after that revelation. They got into the next room, and to Warrior's Test, they met a Azer, who seemed to be there guarding the light, making sure there are no challenges of the light getting through to get the oath. In a battle against him, it ended with Kyron chomping down on top of his head. With his dying words, he mentioned something about time aligning again. As he ended up falling, Jinrash went over and used some of his medicine from his time as a lumberjack to keep him on this side of the abyss. And Naresh went over to go get a treasure chest that opened up after they had fired a strange water hand crossbow contraption at a switch. And that is exactly where we left off.
Well, I just healed the dude, so
Mm-hmm.
that's not right.
And he looks up the bite marks around his face from Kyron's bear form.
I see Naresh going over to the chest, and I will ask him to help me search it for traps.
So if I'm the one searching for, am I helping you search for traps, or am I doing the one searching?
I'd rather give you advantage on it.
Okay, so I'm gonna search for traps?
Yeah.
Brian, can you tell me you evil?
Okay. Let's roll with advantage. Get another nat 20. Okay, so what is my, is it investigation?
It is
Yes.
investigation.
Okay. I got a 19.
Brian.
Nice.
19. You look over at the chest, and it's one more down.
I didn't notice a difference. Perfect.
You guys go over to the chest, and it's got a interesting bluish, kind of whitish tan design to it, almost with little freckles inside of the white sections of it. Seems like a weird swirl of what might be sand and water. The chest itself is not locked, and there does not seem to be any sort of traps around it.
All right, I am opening it.
I'm still gonna back up like 5 feet.
All right, you open up the chest, and Legend of Zelda theme in the background. As you open the chest up, you do see inside there is a weird hand crossbow inside at the bottom. It looks like it's been modified in some way with a clear tank attached where you actually stick the bolt in on the top, and you can see there's water swirling around inside of it. The tank itself is connected to the hand crossbow with whirring gears that are, even at this moment, just spurring back and forth across the wood and also across the tank itself. It has a nozzle out in the front where it's about 2 inches wide, where the crossbow bolt would normally fire out of. The side of the hand crossbow is actually painted like sand from a beach, with a pink conch seashell on the left side and a starfish on the right. The wood is actually carved up at the top of it, going around the tank, and it's painted like waves crashing aside on top of the tank itself.
I get super excited.
You're
And I
5
run
feet away.
forward.
You can't see it.
I can see it. 5 feet is
I'm
not
picking it
far.
up.
I run forward and try to get
Roll
there
a contested
first.
dexterity check.
A contested dexterity check?
Yep.
19.
Ooh, I hope I get higher. I also, so 19 plus 4, I got a 23.
Fuck you.
All right. Naresh is able to reach inside and snatch it out right in front of Nock. Looking up, she almost grabbed it, but it was right out of his reach.
Fine. I turn around and go look for my arrows.
All right.
I'm gonna roll for that
Roll
as
an
well.
I'm going to sit down with it and, like, just examine it while I cast Identify Ritually on it.
5.
5. It looks like you found one of them broken, and the other one is wedged deep inside one of the back walls. You can try to pull it out.
I'll try to pull it out, but I'll try to pull it out, like, gently, like, try not to break it.
Okay. So, you can do a
A
dexterity.
dex, okay. That's
Just
what I'd
trying
like
to,
do.
slowly get it out.
11. This one's done.
11. You're trying to wedge it
Been
out,
3
but it
rolls
looks like
and
it's
that-
caught on
that
something
one's
inside of
done.
the wall. You can't get it out.
I can't get any out. Okay.
Nope. And Naresh starts ritually casting Identify, so 10 minutes go by. What is going on in this 10-minute period with everybody else?
Guys, I hurt.
I'm right with the guy's healed. The axe mark, or
He looks up at all
whatever
of
his
you.
name is, whatever he is.
How hurt?
A lot. Like, you can still see smoke coming off of my armor.
Okay.
And Bolt just starts climbing back up your armor and just sitting on your shoulder.
Well, here's the thing.
This is like a non-good,
How
though.
hurt is everybody else? How hurt are you?
I'm fine.
You're fine.
I did I took like no damage.
Vane is kind of hurt.
The Azer on the ground is just like, you guys kind of hurt me pretty well.
Yeah?
Your yes as the
That was,
hurt
that was a nice fight. And over to Jinrash, puts up a fist over there. And then turns over to the bear as well. You were a tough one too.
She, like, lowers down her nose.
Nose boob.
Yeah. She
I wouldn't
kind of,
mind
like,
some
growls a little, like, playfully.
Does a little under the chin.
She backs up.
I'm not a bear, I'm a
like,
beeple.
not in the mood today. Not
Not a-
day to do that.
Puppy of a bear.
He sits up, and just sits on the ground, crisscross, hammer and shield on his side.
Well, he's a...
No.
Is he a construct or an elemental?
He's an elemental, but his body is made entirely out of bronze.
Okay, Kyron's gonna drop her bear form.
Okay.
Are you gonna help us? It's Kyron.
I mean, I was here to test anybody who comes here, see if they're worthy of going down further and getting the oath.
Oh, we have to keep going.
Well,
get
we're
the oath?
done. So
That was kind of the question, yes or no
so
question.
are you gonna help us?
Indeed. And he takes his hammer and he slams it across the ground next to one of the vines. A little spark of fire comes up and travels along right between Bracket and Jinrash and goes to the rest of the vines that were on the back wall, and they just fade out, and there's a stairwell that goes down.
Oh.
You
Well, that was
guys-
cool. Nice
Okay,
little-
she's gonna.
You guys seem to be decent-hearted.
Okay, she's gonna
Oh,
cast.
decent, I guess.
Decent-hearted, yay.
She's gonna cast Healing Spirit
Everyone sprint in a circle.
in, like,
And what is it going to look like? It's a beast or fae?
she would want it to be a giraffe. It's a giraffe.
Oh, we don't
So-
have a giraffe picture. That was how Puffus just had, wasn't
So
it?
it's a giraffe, and she's not even really hurt, but she's gonna run through it just to see what it feels like.
Alright, does she explain to everybody what it is?
Yeah, she's gonna say, "If you're hurt, come here." Not you. And she looks at Narash.
Right, and he's just sitting in the corner.
Because she knows it wouldn't do anything, but she's not gonna say, "Why not you?"
Okay.
Wouldn't also
So
be because
Vayne
he's
is.
a vampire and
Yeah, but she doesn't want to explain.
She's just being mean.
She's just being mean.
yeah.
So Vayne's gonna fly through
I'm gonna run in circles or in and out of the thing.
Alright.
until Vayne is
I'm gonna go
healed.
through once.
Miss Azer sits here
Just
and
to see.
stares at this interesting creature just appear. A translucent, yet long, tall, yellow with brown spotted figure, just head barely even getting to the top of the entire chamber that he's inside. And then all of you just running circles around it inside.
Do you want to get in? She looks at him.
If you would not mind,
Go ahead.
he'll get up and he's not running over, but he lumbers over a little heavy
No
footsteps.
reason not to.
Touches his arm through.
So does
Starts
this like
healing up
heal
on the
you up
side.
100%? Like how is this?
So it's 1d6 of healing
For every round.
for
that
every
you run
round
through.
that you use it, and she can use it for up to a minute. So everybody can get
Doing
up to 60. But I can roll for everybody.
Okay.
So she
So
rolls a
I can roll
a d6
10
10
d6.
times, and everybody can heal who runs
10
through.
d6.
Yep,
So
because healing
2,
spirit is broken.
That's all I needed.
4.
This is for everyone.
Is
It's
it the
4 total.
Okay.
Plus 5 is 9.
9?
Plus 2 is 11. That was 4. Plus 1, 12. That's 5. Plus 4 is 16. Plus 5, 21. Plus 6, 27. How many am I at?
8 so far.
Okay, thank you. Plus 4, 31. Plus 3,
Good now.
34 total.
Healing
Hit points
spirit
to
is a
everybody.
broken second level
Now
spell out of combat.
you don't go over your maximum. So Vayne's gonna go through there and get her hit points back too.
Yay!
The Azer
I
just
got my
sticking
total
both of
of
his
2.
arms
That's
back
all I
and
needed.
forth through the
I'm back!
spear, almost like it's some sort of magical shower, and you can just see the wounds on his arms, around his head lessen. There are still bite marks around his face, like those aren't keep closing up from when
'Cause he's
Kyron
dented.
bit inside.
She
Yes.
kind of sees that not heal and she kind of smiles a little bit.
There's your scar.
Yeah, she's in a break stuff kind of mood.
So you put one of the D4 inside the water. I was like, what are you doing, Brian?
Well, thank you.
I'm tired.
D4 doesn't fit in it.
Yeah, it does.
And
So
I'll-
the whole time this is
Te-
happening,
Tessa
Nock
never
is just
tried.
kind of
I
watching
tried once.
Narash
I almost
identify
dropped it. I was
this.
like, never mind.
And as the spirit fades away, the Aether's just, thank you, Wild One, over to Kyron, and puts out another fist.
She'll return it, but like hesitantly.
And he goes back to the center of the room and sits down crisscross again.
So
Still only been a few minutes because it costs 10 minutes for him to do that.
So this is Nock speaking. She's gonna ask. So are you allowed to leave now?
This is my sworn duty, to protect the way down to the oath. This is where I stay.
But is anybody ever really gonna come back here? Isn't the whole idea that this is gonna be the last time?
We have no idea what will happen in time.
Can
This
I
is something that we need to guard.
can I ask you about her?
Hmm?
And I point towards where the vampire is.
down the hall, down that way.
What do you know about her?
Very, very little. But I do know a little about her.
That's very, very little, but I do know little.
Can you tell me about her?
Well, her name is Fashilla Miserio.
I know that
We
already.
already figured that one out.
Sad story, that one.
So,
What's her story?
Well, I don't know too much from before, but apparently for a while she was in the Blackened Tear itself. Sometime along in there, her tongue was cut out. Don't know what for, but she was always a slightly deranged one. Don't know what she was like
Did you say
before
the
the tear.
Blackened Tear?
Yes.
What's the Blackened Tear?
Well, it's that realm that Ilios resides in.
Have I ever
The
heard of
one-
this?
This is something that was mentioned at the preservation celebration. It's the way to the one known way to the Blackened Tear was near where Zytalia's promise is, that statue, and that was what was being messed with during the preservation celebration. You start to fall apart.
So is it Black and Tear or Black End? Like-
Blackened, like
Okay.
it has been blackened.
So she's from there,
No, she was in there for a
or
while.
she was there?
I don't know where. Not many people who knew her know where. She ended up being one of the elite reels.
Elite Reels. Do I know what that is either?
That's a name that you would not have heard in your lifetime.
What's that? Ask again.
you're gonna need to hold her hand to this one. We don't know
Yeah,
anything
we're-
about this. You are in this universe. We're just here.
I don't need anyone to hold my hand.
No, you know what I mean in terms of
No, it's just saying that means to help you.
explain a little more
Yeah.
than normally would to someone who would be aware of the situation better than we are.
It's a stupid expression.
It's kind of like
How much do
babying
you guys know of the Darkened Age?
She doesn't understand
How
holding
much
hands,
do I
she
know about the
doesn't
Darkened
understand
Age?
It's basically what you guys were told at the beginning of the game with that intro
Okay.
story that I gave.
Just
It's basically the background of that time, how it was created by the brothers,
Yeah.
how Xylia was sealed away, that there were battles and wars in that darkened time. Nobody knows exactly how long it went on for, but yeah, there was many battles, and I guess you can discern that those paintings from the hidden room might have been from that time period as well. Because you did not see the sun in the sky.
I would tell him all that I knew about it, and then
Mhm.
be like, but that's all I know, really.
Well,
It's
much
been
nothing.
quite a long time since then.
Well, I mean, time really doesn't matter to me down here, so I can't tell how long it's been.
Well, it's currently the year 2022, I want to say, right?
22.
22, I was close.
Huh. Well,
What year was it when you were put down here?
I was down here before time started.
That explains
What
it.
about her? There's the same thing?
Yes.
It's been a while.
Is
she
been
being
a hot one.
punished for something?
she tried to escape the oath.
Oh.
What oath?
I'm
The
assuming the
warrior
warrior's
oath? Or
Yes.
So
Her
that's
and
what
her and let's see, all of the other reels really.
So what are these reels?
Back in the Darkest Age, there were the two sides of the fight. The sides of light, trying to bring and free Xylia. Those people only knew of the faint legend of her, the myth, and they fought for what they thought was light itself. And then there were Ilios' forces, the ones trying to keep her suppressed. both of them had 4 elite fighters at the head of their rank. Those under the command of 2. Janthel Ty'Quires and Aurora Ileana. The 2 warriors that this place was built for. Vashilla was one of the ones on the side of darkness. Whenever she came out of the Blackened Tear, whatever happened to her in there, she was, quite frankly, psychotic.
Could only imagine.
Crying and laughing all at once on the battlefield. It was... Nobody knows what goes on in her head.
I think it's only got worse since then.
Probably only torture.
About this time, I'll cut here is where the Identify spell would probably be coming up.
So in character, Nock was writing everything down.
Yes.
Like, exactly
Sitting
as I was.
crisscross
Just,
right next to the Azer and writing down.
Taking notes because she knows this is important information.
So, Callum.
Yes.
You know that this thing is called the Aquan Arc. There's something...
I'm also keeping an eye on Naresh.
He's trying to steal it back.
Yeah, I want it.
It's a crossbow.
This is considered a hand crossbow. I don't know if you want to write this down since you don't have D&D Beyond.
I am writing it down.
It's considered a hand crossbow that has a range of 40 feet. No extended, just 40 feet.
Okay.
Wait 1 second. If it hits a creature or an object, it only goes as far as that object. It won't go past it. And this item has 6 charges.
Only has 6 charges a day or forever?
It has 6 charges, and at dawn, it gets 1d6 charges back. Let me know when you're ready for the next bit, Callum. I have this on D&D Beyond, so if anybody wants to add it to their inventory just to have a reference for him at some point, they definitely can.
Where's Asia at?
I'm not sure. I'm going to ask her.
Okay.
Callum, you ready for the next bit?
No, hold on. I'm still writing at dawn. It recharges 1d6.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So a creature that's hit by this jet stream, it needs to make a strength saving throw of 15.
Okay.
Or it'll take 2d8 magical bludgeoning damage. On a failure, it takes that 2d8 magical bludgeoning damage. It also gets pushed 10 feet back and knocked prone.
Push back how far?
10 feet.
How much damage does it do?
2d8 magical bludgeoning damage.
If they fail the save, if they pass the save, do they still take the same damage?
You already have a magical weapon, Callum!
I was about to say,
He's loading up.
on a successful save, the creature takes half damage, is not pushed back, and is not knocked prone.
I'm annoyed.
That's just a little bit.
I don't have any magical damage.
He's just gonna take all the magical weapons.
Everybody else has cool stuff.
What are you talking about? I don't have cool stuff. I'm just a dragon breath.
You have cool...
That's
That's
a
cool
trait.
stuff!
That's a trait.
And Callum?
Nock does nothing. I shoot arrows.
Yeah.
So whether they save or not, the creature is
I do have
considered
a sword,
wet
though. If I
for...
have 100%, completely wrecks people.
Mm-hmm.
the
I get a
creature is
perfect roll.
considered wet for 1d4
I
rounds.
eviscerate someone.
Freeze them or burn them. More damage.
Well,
When a creature is considered wet,
radiant damage. That's all I do.
they're
For how many rounds?
for 1d4 rounds. When they're wet, they're made vulnerable to lightning damage.
I'm just drinking it out of the bottle.
Well,
Lightning is
I was just
different
tapping.
from thunder damage,
It
correct?
is.
Damn.
The thunder.
I don't know.
She's
I
got
think the only
thunder
person
damage.
who could do lightning damage right now is either if Naresh has a lightning spell, or if Jinrash changed his storm to be the storm one with the lightning damage. That's the only lightning damage you guys have at the moment, I believe.
If it does fire, he's a firebender.
Eventually,
Firebenders
Iron
can
would be able
learn
to do
lightning
that.
bending, right?
And then also, if a creature is hit by this jet stream is a fire-based creature, they also need to make a con save of 15.
God, this is a lot of stuff.
It's a big weapon.
I actually don't want it because that's too much stuff to do.
I have it all written down on the D&D Beyond thing.
Is there any custom items?
It is. Refresh if it's not coming up. Just type in Aquanarch, AQUAN space ARC.
Con save of 15.
If they fail, they lose their fire-based external abilities, such as heated body, for the duration of being wet.
I'm tired.
And that is only external abilities, not any internal abilities.
Okay, so that I'd still be able to Dragon Breath.
Yes. I've thought of all those things. On a successful save, the abilities remain intact. And yeah, there's some out of combat stuff, but we can look at that. I'll just read them really quickly. All non-magical flames in the path of the jet stream go out. And then one non-lethal shot can be expended using one charge to gently spray out water for like 1 day's worth of hydration.
Oh, cool.
It uses a full charge, but
Does
you can
Naresh
get a
have
full.
to drink water?
Naresh does not need to drink water.
And he's just had full things this entire time.
Because he had to pretend.
Oh.
Which part is
He was actually slowly pouring them out. He had to act like he was
That
drinking
annoys
water.
He also has
too.
always walked
Or
away
just
from the
filled them with
campsite
blood.
to pull out a little jar of vial of blood
Yeah.
and drink it.
It's true.
See, no, what he should do is just fill the water skin with blood.
Yeah, the problem is if one of us, if he accidentally throws us the wrong water skin, we'll be like,
what
what the fuck is this?
All right, so that Naresh just finishes his identifier spell and learns what this weapon does, and is called.
Noxka cut. What's it do?
I'm going to say that it's called the Aquan Arc. It is a hand crossbow, and it is a powerful vampire slaying weapon.
Does it do what that does?
She points over towards the rickety, kind of falling apart hand crossbow with water spraying out the side right now. The tank is still on tack right next to it.
It's a much smaller version of that.
I know.
Oh, it also doesn't need to be attuned to.
It doesn't need to be attuned to?
It does not require attunement.
Oh my god!
All right. So he walks back over to the group. The Azer's still sitting on the ground.
Naresh, you're pretty insightful, right?
Yeah.
You see that she really wants it. She's not hiding it very well. Her eyes are like...
Nock is just like side-eyeing.
Her
this
eyes
whole
are like
time.
big as fuck. She's just looking at it every second she gets the chance to. She's like, oh my god, that's so cool. She's not gonna say anything to you. She's just really looking at it. She's not gonna say anything, but she's looking at it.
His good-mannered nature is killing him right now.
Are you proficient in hand crossbows?
I'm proficient in every weapon.
As she's just staring at the hand crossbow intently.
I'm refreshing in everything.
Yeah. All martial and simple weapons. Thanks.
That's
You want the never break plate?
No.
She has to attune to it.
That's a finalized version of what Janthel was working on over here. He points over at the rickety hand crossbow with the water coming out
I
right
take
now.
out my dagger. This is a never break plate, and I put it back.
It's not, though. It's worse than the never break plate.
Here a little competition.
What's your competition?
A marksmanship competition.
Fuck no.
Well, I'm just saying if I...
Plus 9.
Here's what I'm saying. If I can hit something better than you, don't you think I would aim that better than you?
It's a strength save.
I don't know what that is.
It's a conical weapon. You don't have to, like...
What's a strength save?
Yeah, now you're
Before
metagaming.
Dragon's Breath, you just have to make the save or fail the save.
No, Nock does not know what a save is, buddy. This is meta.
He's speaking in bracket.
Yeah, I'm just complete meta-ness. What's my skill check? What's my...
No, I mean, but it's not a marksmanship-based weapon. It's a weapon that just shoots out water. Also, it's highly effective versus vampires.
Yeah, well, I use that really well.
Conlon.
Oh, yeah.
And I point to the big one. I'm the one who figured
And
out how it worked.
And I'm very proud of you for that, but I know how this one works.
Kyron is gonna walk downstairs.
She's gonna start down the stairs.
She's just gonna stand in the stairwell because she doesn't want to listen to it, to the
Okay.
argument.
She goes over to the staircase. Down, maybe down a step or two, and
Yeah,
sits down.
she just sits. She's like, I don't want to listen to this.
Alright. And she can see down the staircase. It goes for about, like, I'd say 40 or so feet, and then curves down.
Yeah, she'll
water.
keep an eye out just to make sure nothing's coming up. But
Mhm.
should I make a perception check for that?
Yeah.
Or- okay. This one. That one.
She is just fuming right now.
I
Just
rolled a nat one for Kyron. Oh no.
everything that is going on in
So that's
the
a
past
7
morning with
total.
her. Everything going on in the past morning for her.
One
is
is
just-
for
Wait.
I know.
Why did she roll anyway?
For
Her
perception. She's looking
for her
upstairs.
regular perception's a 21.
Yeah,
That's
I
her
know.
passive.
But that's passive. She's like keeping an eye out, which is active.
Alright, and everybody
Fuck.
else
She's gonna be mad that I rolled a nat one for her.
and everybody else stays inside the chamber with the
I'm
yeah,
still
I want to know
trying
more
to,
about what the fuck going on.
I'm trying to like
and,
not really argue with Naresh, but trying to plead my case.
and as that is going on, it started for a little bit. Is there anything you guys have been wanting to be doing?
Not currently.
No, I want to know about his hammer.
Okay.
This one, all lasers are basically made with their weapon. This one has been made for me.
Damn.
Hearing that, Nock's gonna go, "What's your name?" and then go back to arguing.
You know, I was never really given one until I met Janthel. He called me Guardian.
Oh, I was hoping I got to name you.
That's really
I'm
cute.
excited.
We know someone named Guard.
Guard!
No, that's not gonna work. We're really far down.
Bracket starts yelling guard. Okay, noted.
He sometimes shows up on command. He said.
Apparently.
Yeah,
we don't know
yeah,
I
this.
guess that could be a nickname for
If
me.
we call his name, he just like shows up. It's really cool.
Really?
Kind of
Yeah.
creepy, but cool.
He's a mailman. Do you know what mail is?
No. What is that?
It's
Okay.
like I'm gonna write something down on a letter.
I'm waiting for him to be
gonna
like, what's writing?
I'm gonna say, "Hi, my name is Nock," and I'm gonna hand it to Bracket. I'm gonna say, "Give that to him." That's mail.
This is parchment.
Yeah. No.
I wrote something to you on it.
Oh, the delivery. of it.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, thank God. I was worried we were going to explain. I was like, I'm hoping you're smart enough
He
to get
does
that,
that.
one. And be like, what? What?
Guard does that, but over much bigger distances.
We're
And
not
he's
sure how he does
really
that. Thing.
fast.
We're not sure how he does that.
He's
thing.
got real muscly
It
legs.
seems like the word of light that we fought for is full of many wonders.
Yeah, we know an elephant lady.
Oh, the Loxodons. They've been around for a while.
Yeah, she's super cool. I have a giant owl.
Oh, I don't think I've ever seen one of your size. Huh. And lifts up a fist towards Vane.
I think
Does
she
she
would.
fist bump everything's as
Yeah,
entire
I think
personality?
she'll put down her beak as well.
You fought bravely, owl friend.
Woo.
Is this just Thor?
He's got. I'm gonna ask him. When Vane hit you, it hurt her. What's that all about?
It's part of the way I was crafted.
That's really cool. I wish I could be like that.
We have a bit of the elemental chaos itself built within ourselves.
What do you know about elementals?
Well, we come from the mirror plane.
Do I know what the mirror plane is?
The
Roll a
fuck is
roll a
that?
history check. One other person can roll a history check if they want.
Arcana.
No, I want him to explain.
12.
12. Never heard of something like that before.
As I said, I want him to explain.
Who has good history?
I do.
Can you roll as well?
Even if I had
Sure.
a plus, I should probably still roll at disadvantage.
I got a 14.
Nah, this evades you as well. You've never heard of anything like this before.
I'm gonna ask him what that is.
Well,
I just didn't need it.
there's my thing with him. Well, you know of this world that we reside on here, Ty'Quires.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's Ty'Quirum. It's the opposite.
And that's where elementals are from?
There's a universe out there that basically mirrors in layout of Ty'Quires. So all the planes, they're overlapping.
I'm gonna do an insight check because I don't know if Nock believes him on this.
Okay.
That's 13.
13. He seems like he's telling the truth from your perspective.
Cause we
Roll
met
the one. He's fucking lying.
we met a water elemental. We've actually met two.
Yes, there's an area of this mirror plane where they reside from.
How common is it for an elemental to be on this plane?
I mean, people break through the barriers every once in a while. It's not something that is entirely common.
But we've seen two in the past 5 days.
And that is a rare sight.
One of them
We haven't really had many forces from the elemental planes until the Darkest Age. The battle got a lot worse, and that's when my kind ended up coming down here.
One of them was insane and was asking for a stone that we've dubbed. What was the name of the stone?
Fragment.
Oh, the Chaos Fragment.
I can remember something.
Do you know what that is?
Well, what does it look like?
It's a small stone about this size, and it has multiple colors in it, right?
Mhm.
It's kind of rainbow.
And it shimmered.
Yeah, it was very shimmery.
Even on my time over there, I don't remember any type of stones that showed all the colors at once.
It made the elemental act extremely hostile.
Yeah, very, very dangerous.
We had to.
Kill him.
I mean, I don't like that we had to kill it, but we had to kill it. It was going to kill someone.
It's part of battle. People die.
He's a realist. I like him.
Are elementals generally good? Because the other one we've met was really nice.
I mean, generally they were the ones who sided on the side with Ilios during the battle. I myself started on that side.
Oh. Well, we've met a nice one. Is that rare then?
I'd say a lot of us are misunderstood, but typically the way that we're grown up, we're raised, or grown, or created, is on a side where things aren't necessarily kind to us, so we aren't necessarily kind to the world. At least that's how it was back in my time.
That's really sad.
Wait, so you can raise one in complete kindness and make it good and friendly?
Clearly.
I don't know.
I'm
You
gonna
met one.
Yuri did that.
I'm gonna look at Naresh and I'm gonna say, would being swallowed by that elemental have killed you?
No.
Okay. I just, I go back to
Well,
talking to
production
him.
made it, sure, Casey.
I feel like,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know for sure, but I think there's something happening where maybe the planes are coming together or something.
Okay.
Or at least there's more holes. Because the chaos fragment that was found just popped out of nowhere. It fell onto the ground
Out of nowhere.
out of nowhere with no person nearby to have dropped it, nothing like that.
At least that's what we're told.
That was the story that we were told, but
We obviously don't know if that's true, but
There were
the
breaches.
guy had no reason to lie to us.
yeah.
Well, there was breaches that came through when I arrived.
Does that happen a lot, or is it?
I mean, I don't know
surrounding?
much of what became of the world after the nature goddess was created. I've been down here basically since
Oh,
then.
Naira?
Yes,
I've met her.
I have as well.
My
Very,
brain.
very shortly after she appeared.
That's really cool. I know that I've met her, but I don't really remember it.
She's
But it
It's
was-
like a drug trip, right?
I mean, no.
You know what I mean, but
I went there and I found her and I talked to her and then I completely forgot about it once I left.
she was a kindness that was unseen of the world until she arrived.
She's
Her
she's super
generosity did not stop at just the side of good. She extended it to all.
nice. Did she have a jaguar back then too, or a panther?
She did.
Was it a jaguar or was it a panther? I don't remember.
I believe it was a jaguar.
Okay, I thought so.
only an
It's
hour
pretty
into
cool.
the session. I've probably fixed all the cameras in the audio. Now.
Hey, Brian.
Yes.
Two things.
Yes.
One, I'm going to take my health potion.
Okay.
And two, would you mind checking your phone real quick?
No, you're correct.
Son of a bitch.
There's no to hit for it.
So I was right?
Yeah, you just point, aim, and they have to make a save.
Okay.
It's just within 40 feet.
Are you turning evil? Are you attacking us?
What? No.
Oh god, another
Oh, okay.
inter-party fight.
Get
No, I
already?
need my healing for the potion.
So what'd you roll for health?
I rolled 4 total.
Okay. So you
I
use
got
that
2 ones.
use that health potion and you get 4 hit points back.
Oh boy.
How hurt does Naresh look?
How hurt do you look?
I look fucked up.
And he also still has his left arm bandaged where the chunk was bitten out the side.
Oh, can I ask, Jinrash, would you mind, using your bandaging abilities and medicine skills to help make me not die?
Okay.
Don't make me not die.
So if you want, you can use another charge of your healer's kit.
I'm going to actually use it.
Kit. And
Kit!
this is going to be the one time per day for him that
Yes.
he can get the additional bonus from your feet.
Okay.
I thought you already did that today.
No, I just bandaged him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought he was doing that then too, but he just specified he's just bandaging up his arm.
Yeah. I remember that now, actually.
All right, so roll the hit points for him to regain.
Okay, I don't remember what it was. There's the other skip.
It would be the healer feet.
Oh.
So go to feats and then scroll down. I think it's 1d6, I think. I'm not sure.
How about this, Naresh? If you let me use the Aquan Arc, I'll give you some blood.
I try not to feed off people.
Oh.
That'd be like enabling an addict.
Oh, is that gonna make you insane?
Hey, Jinrash.
Huh?
It doesn't make me
1d6
insane,
plus
but I
4
really do try not to
plus
feed off
additional
people.
HP,
Like, that's a
which
thing that I really
increases
do
the
try
number
not to
of hit
do.
die, so basically their
Oh.
level. So they get 1d6 plus 4
Okay.
plus their level.
So you don't want
It's
to.
like, if I'm about to die, I would do it to not die. But I'd rather eat an animal than a person.
Okay.
Because it goes against
You.
my moral.
Sorry if that was rude then.
I'm sorry, Knock.
No.
I'm sorry.
You don't
I'm
need to
sorry. No,
apologize.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
No,
you don't
I'm
need to
sorry.
apologize. I think I was the rude one there.
And while having that conversation, Jinrash is bandaging.
It's coming
Yeah.
over time to banish
Well, that's a
him.
10 because I got a 6.
6 plus 4
Plus.
his
yeah.
level. So that's so the way he heals is 1d6 plus 4 plus the maximum number of hit die of the person you're healing. So it's your level basically. So you restore for 14 hit points.
14. That is awesome.
Yeah, that was pretty damn good. Well,
I watch him do that. I'm like, that's really cool.
bandaging?
Yeah.
Definitely needed to learn it. We have a lot of injuries.
Yeah.
Trees fall. They kill.
Hey, Brian.
Yes.
People miss
Hypothetically,
perhaps.
would I be able to, like, toss the Aquan Arc to Knock as a bonus action?
Yeah, it's basically like switching a weapon, like putting it away.
Do I have to roll to catch it?
You would have to.
Yeah.
I'd-
Would that be a dex?
I'd say that that's a cool concept. If you guys want to toss something, I'd say if you're trying good way to do this. If you're just throwing it like haphazardly and then they have to use their reaction
from
to
one of
catch
these
it, it would be your
sets?
bonus action.
I think so.
If you're trying to like
Which one?
throw it
exactly
far,
like that
it would be a whole action to do that. But yeah, if you're just like tossing it over to them, and they're not too far from you. It would take your bonus
Yeah,
action
you
to do
have,
so,
like,
and it would
one
take
and a
their
half of
reaction to
this
try to
set.
catch it.
Okay.
It's weird. You have like 1.5 sets
No.
of this one. Yeah?
Really?
No, it's
As
from
I'm
Mars.
being bandaged up, I'm
Yeah, it's someone
like,
else.
I kind of like start rubbing my eyebrows and I'm like, I understand why you want this super cool thing, because I really want this super cool thing. I'm afraid of letting anybody have it though, especially with the climate of the group right now and how everyone's mad at me.
I'm not mad
Because
at you.
this thing can kill me really easily.
You're my friend. Do you really think I'd kill you?
No, but Kyron might.
She's not gonna do that either.
Still sitting on the steps a little bit out of the way, but probably still hearing this.
Depends what you say.
And more than that, it is because it could kill me, it can kill other vampires.
I
And
know,
it's-
which is why it's good for someone other than you to have it. Because then, I mean, I didn't hit you in that fight, did I?
No, that's not what I mean.
You just point out he's a vampire hunter.
I understand.
Yeah,
that.
that's what I was trying to say. It's like,
But as a vampire, I say really quietly because I'm not sure if he's allowed to know, if the Azer's allowed to know that he's a vampire. So I just kind of go, but as a vampire, isn't it dangerous for you to use something that could hurt someone of your kind? Couldn't you hurt
I
yourself?
don't think this thing backfires.
He stares curiously over at Naresh.
I tried to stop it, but I mean, in character.
It's alright.
yeah.
It's alright, Knock. The Azer honestly understands that he must know by now that I am what I am. And we beat him fair and square. We are of the light.
That's true.
And by the way, I'd like to call Kyron back up from the stairs.
I don't think she's gonna come right now.
Well, I would like to propose a group name.
She's listening, but she's not gonna come back up the stairs. I wanna go look in the chest and see if there's anything else in the chest or behind the chest.
I want to declare a group name. Knock walks away.
I just wanna
I'm listening.
I don't think
Bracket
it's
is
the
so
right
up for it.
She's,
I'm
like,
ready.
right there.
Tell me.
I'm
Good.
just like
Bracket's
looking
ready.
around it just to see if there's anything
But
else.
I really don't
The
think this is a
Warriors
good
of
time.
Preservation.
The Warriors of Preservation is pretty good.
That sounds pretentious.
Yeah, but that's what we are.
As Nox looking through, you check out that room. There's nothing more in the chest
There's
itself.
220s in that for some reason.
The
Doesn't know
chest,
anything else.
the
It's not my die, I don't think.
Aquanarch was just placed down in the bottom of it. It was standard wood inside. There's wasn't much dust collected.
I pick up
Been
the
there for a
box
while.
and shake it.
The box was kind of big. Like it's like you're like holding it right
She's
here.
here.
You shake it a little bit.
I like turn it upside down, see if there's anything on the bottom.
Roll an investigation check.
Hello?
Hello?
The whole screen, everyone,
Ooh.
guess what? Asia's
19. Hello?
19.
Hi.
You're
I look
looking
very
around.
You
nice
look
on
as
my face.
tired as I
There's
feel.
no hidden compartments or
You look
anything
as
secret
tired
on
as
it.
I am.
It's
Oh, the
just
bags
an
are
interestingly
showing.
painted.
You should have seen me last night.
You should see me every day.
I'm gonna look at the Azer and I'm gonna say, do you need this box?
I mean, not particularly.
No, you weren't there.
You guys have taken the treasure.
We'll go over during
Okay.
break.
The final version of the Aquanarch that Janthel made.
I'm going to strap it to my backpack because I have an idea for it later.
Okay, you have a beach-colored.
Big old box.
Beach-colored.
Wait,
wooden
we
box.
just need the bottom of it?
No, I'm gonna use the whole thing to make more arrows.
Well, I was
Nice.
gonna ask, do you want me to break it up so it's a little easier to carry?
Oh shit, I need to get over there.
No.
Oh, sure. Could you break it into better
Hey.
pieces?
Hey,
You have an axe. That's right.
I don't need the axe.
Oh, what was that? Don't know.
I can deconstruct it.
Oh,
Could
ow.
you use your
Oh,
axe
everything
to
hurts.
separate
Oh,
it
God.
into reasonable pieces to make into arrows?
I
So-
could.
Oh, everything hurts. Oh, everything hurts.
Right now?
I could.
How long would that take? Knock
do
would
what?
know how long it would take to break the wood into parts that would be better shaved down into arrows afterward.
I could just straight.
Just into the right size.
It would probably take a good few hours work to work an entire box. Just getting it down would probably be a good day to actually.
I
get
think
it
you guys
all
should wait
shaved
until
down
we're out of
properly.
here.
Okay.
But we should
Oh,
carry it
that's
around.
problem.
Do you want me to
Carry
just
it.
break it so it's
No.
easier to carry at least?
No,
I could
that's
just
fine.
smash the sides off.
No,
No,
that's
we
fine.
can put
So-
stuff in it.
Asia, just to fill you in, basically, he opened up the chest to get the Aquanarch. You use Healing Spirit to heal everybody but Naresh because Naresh can't,
Screw
Naresh
you.
can't be healed that way.
Yeah, you said not you and didn't explain
the,
why.
Even the Azer, who has told his name is Guardian.
It was a giraffe.
Who's Guardian? What?
It was a giraffe. I made it a giraffe for you.
So
Yeah.
I'll let you. I'll have
So
to
we
look.
need, like,
I'll
a-
have to look up the CR of a giraffe to see if
Oh,
you can
come
turn
on,
into one.
whatever.
We also need like a translucent giraffe.
You just
Yeah.
imagined a creature, basically. You
Yeah.
were like, what's the coolest thing?
He's,
Long,
neck.
long neck.
he has
and,
talked a little bit about the
Naresh and I
planes.
were arguing about who should get it, and you walked into the stairwell
You
just
are,
to get away from the argument.
and you also were trying to keep a good lookout, and she rolled a nat 1 for
I
your
rolled in that one. I'm
perception.
really sorry.
Even with passive
Hey.
perception, you should use a lucky roll.
No,
you
no, no,
already
it's
used
even
two.
better.
I
It's
didn't
even
wanna
better
use your third.
because
It's only 7 a.m.
you can't actively see anything, but passively you see everything.
Yeah, it's so funny.
You're
And-
focusing on a butterfly that's
Yeah,
somehow
I'm
in
just
the
kinda like
stair.
that.
You've
Oh.
also
So I-
heard all of our
but
discussion
now-
about Fashilla and where elementals come from, and
We'll have to
Yeah, I
explain
hear
that in a little
everything always.
and
Yeah.
me offering Naresh my blood and him turning it down.
Excuse
the
me?
wise.
I wanted to trade it for the Aquanarch.
You tried trading blood for a.
and,
Oh,
and Kyron definitely heard this.
bit. So you're probably shaking your head too. It's like, what
Just
the
like
fuck just happened?
just a pint.
no, I think she probably would have looked at him and been like, "What the? Oh, I'm gonna fucking kill her later. I'm gonna fucking kill her later."
She wants it really
I
bad.
really want it.
I understand that, but don't fucking do that.
He turned it down.
Okay.
He said no.
Is there anything else you guys want to speak with the Azer
Um,
about with Guardian?
I'm just gonna ask him what's his favorite color.
My color.
I mean, bronze.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Pretty nice. And
Fair
he holds up his bronze hammer as well. Lights are
Someone's
blaze
full of himself.
off.
How much damage did he do when he hit someone with that? Did he hit anybody with it?
Yeah, it was a D8 of bludgeoning. I think it was a D6 of fire.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he
God,
hit me with
so
it.
bad.
By the way, also Asia, he's a big fan of fist bumping. He's fist bumped
Yeah,
you
he's
all.
fist bumped you as a bear.
Hell yeah!
You like
and as a
did your
human.
nose. And he fist bumped my owl.
Yep.
Fist bump
He
Vane.
fist bumped everyone.
That Vane went like this.
So-
Oh, I also want to apologize for my late arrival. Boy didn't get picked up until like right now for some reason, even though he's supposed to get picked up at 4. Don't know how that happened.
Well, we're
His
just
mom
glad
was
we got
very
it.
funny, but like, hello.
Hello.
Alright, so is there anything else that anybody would like to speak with Guardian?
Do you have any advice for us as we keep going?
Well, have you guys seen a theme so
we
far
got the oath,
in
right?
this dungeon?
No.
Fire.
Elements.
There's been a lot of fires.
Fire and water, really.
Why are you trying to ask us?
Most-
to do this?
Maybe a little bit of that was left over after the battle.
The fire?
Or the
But you're fire.
There was a big fire in the Battle of Nature's Death.
Yeah, I get that, but still.
Yeah, what? Have you seen the murals in the other room?
I've been here.
You're not allowed to leave this room, right?
No.
That's really sad.
It's
really
my sacred
sorry.
duty.
Yeah, but I
Janthel.
mean,
You
you
should
must
be
be
able to
kind of bummed
explore.
out about it sometimes, right?
I'm doing what I can
You
to
have
protect the light.
feelings.
Or,
everything
wait,
that,
wait, why didn't you just collapse the tunnel?
just
This
this whole
is his
entire area
job.
is sacred.
If other people of the life was able to come here, that's the whole point.
This is to guard the jar of preservation. Something
Wow.
that a lot of people.
If people can't get to it,
Thank you for your service. The army doesn't exist in this world.
Well, there are armies for
there are
certain
armies.
species
Yeah,
and
but they're
stuff.
not like governmentally.
No, they are.
Yeah,
No, they're 100% run by the government.
just
Oh.
of that sect or whatever.
Yeah.
in Asia,
Doc doesn't know
Town.
anything about government.
Callum
I understand
suggested something to start calling the group, and you would have been earshot to hear it, even though you were in the staircase.
So say that again, Narash.
The Warriors of Preservation.
And Nox said, "That's pretentious."
I think Kyron would agree with you. That's pretty pretentious.
I'd be like,
I'd be like, what are we, a band now? Like, what the fuck? Why do we need a name?
We can.
you know.
We're band
Also,
of
the
married
abbreviation
gentlemen
of that
and
is
women.
just the
Gentle
WP.
peoples.
Whip.
Warriors of Preservation. WOP.
WAP. That's
I love it!
Stupid.
WAP. Let's
Wait,
get on the
wait.
WAP.
What if it's PAL? Like
Preservation of Warriors. No.
No.
Wait. Hold on.
Preservation.
Preservation.
of the world.
Yeah, now we're really pretentious.
That's really stupid.
Give me a moment and I'll be able to do it.
Okay, let's go downstairs.
Yeah, let's.
As you guys
We'll
are
see you later, boss man.
As you guys are standing up, he fist bumps everybody, and as Naresh is passing by, puts a hand on his shoulder and says, there might be somebody at the end of this you'd like to meet."
Yay!
Wait, are we west,
Oh,
east,
boy.
north, south? Where are we right
Before-
now?
That's not
Leave.
cryptic or anything.
I think it'll be,
Wait, technically our
I
forest
think
is
it'll
in
be
the
good
west,
for
right?
you. I can
I
tell,
think so.
I can feel that there is
Wow,
some
that
legacy.
So,
It's not something that was often seen with somebody of your kind. And he smirks at you.
Everyone here knows.
It's not that hard to tell.
Oh.
took us 5 days. Well, it took me 5 days.
Yeah, you should rephrase that sentence.
Well, he
Yeah,
told
we
you.
knew.
You didn't figure it out.
No, we figured it out.
Sure. I hope that they were a lot
It's
more
just because we're
present
in a
in my
different type of
time.
combat where he wasn't hiding it.
Yeah.
I'm hoping they were more present in my time than yours.
I like show my fangs off a little just to sneer.
And he looks down. I will be here. Good luck. And then sits right
We
back
know
down
you'll
in
be
the
here.
center.
We know.
Eyes closed.
Hi.
So nice nap.
All right.
Hope you find your mom.
Hope you find your dad.
Okay.
Bye,
how are-
buddy. Hope you find your dad.
What
Thanks, Mr.
order
Noel.
should we be in as we go down?
As you guys are going down to the
She's
third
probably
floor,
first right now, even though she's
Do you want to
squidgy.
stay first?
Yeah, I'll stay first.
Okay.
Well, it's 'cause she's just walking in front of us. She's like, fine.
Danger.
All right.
Okay. Vane will bring up the rear.
All right. As you start going down, you do see. It's so far you've seen winding a staircase going down. This time it's very sectioned, like rectangular, then corner over and down. At each end, before it goes down to another set of staircases, there is a torch.
Oh, so we can stay.
And as you get, it's unlit.
Oh,
But as you get within 10 feet of it,
Out of doors.
that's creepy.
the torch lights.
Can
Who
we
the
move
fuck's
it?
watching us?
Can we grab it and bring it with us?
It is something that you would be able to. If you
Okay,
want to.
I'll grab it if it's like a magic
Mhm.
torch.
And Kyron, you would be the first one
That's
to,
awesome.
Like a good
to
thing
see.
to have.
But as it lights up, you can see images on the wall on the staircase right
Are
next to
they
it.
of?
And
She's now very interested.
and there is words in common written
Oh,
underneath
let's go.
it.
Wait a second, it's written in common.
So
Everyone
everybody
can
would be
read
able to
it.
read
Tell
it.
me what it says.
The storm and nature goddesses drive out the darkness itself.
The storm.
The
And
fuck?
then you see above on the left side, there seems to be the outline, not very detailed, but it seems to be of two women's bodies. One, their hair basically sharp, like lightning coming out, and then the other one, you can see it looks like vines are wrapped around.
So
What does it
I
say?
recognize
On
them
the-
as the gods, right?
They have a very regal divine
Yeah,
presence.
like I would
drawing
definitely
into
recognize
them.
that as
What's-
those are
and
the
then-
gods they're talking about.
What's
On
the
the
wording?
What? Oh, it says the storm and nature goddesses drive out the darkness itself. And on the right side, you see a very dark, clouded mass with
Satan.
reddish eyes.
No, that's.
Does that look like my dream?
It does look a little bit like your dream.
Cool.
Do I recognize that as a depiction of Ilios? From
It's hard to tell what it is. Ilios really
is he
hasn't had.
normally like drawn as anything?
The only thing that people really record him down in society nowadays is by his symbol. There's really no drawing of him.
Oh, okay.
You recognize it from what I kind of described in my dream to you. 'Cause I think I
Yeah.
only really described it to you. Or did I end up describing it to everyone?
You
I think you
described it
described
to
to everyone.
me.
He's known as the god of darkened endings.
Okay.
And you see that on the first one next to the torch. You look down, there's another staircase, goes about 40 feet. At the end, you can see another unlit torch down there as well.
Well, I grabbed the lit one and I walked
Mhm.
with it.
And Nock is taking the lead now.
Yeah.
Alright. So Nock is taking the lead going down the staircase, holding her torch. Again, as you get within 10 feet of the next torch at the end, it lights that one lights up as well.
Someone grab this other magic torch too.
Got it.
I'm waiting for them to stop working when we walk out of this hallway.
Oh.
That would suck.
Then on this wall as well, it says in common, the elements will combat the elements.
Interesting.
Oh, that's
fuck?
only
Fuck.
vague.
Is that the only thing he knows how to say? The fuck?
Every single one, the fuck?
The elements
The
will
fuck?
combat the
Is
elements?
every single thing he
Yep.
reads, Chinrush goes, the fuck?
He's
And
not a
then-
good
My
reader.
head hurts, I'm sorry.
Then you can see those same two
I'm
goddess,
drinking water.
goddess-like
It's a
figures
bad
on
thing.
the left side, and on the right side,
I'm
it
sorry.
seems there's these weird masses.
I already
Some of them
finished a
look
cup.
like they're made out of
I
stone,
didn't
some out of
do
fire, water, and some
And they look-
swirling energy.
They look like elementals,
Mhm.
as I've seen them.
Yes. One of them very closely like the water elementals you guys
Yeah.
have seen recently.
I really look that tired, huh?
You go a little bit down further.
Huh?
I really look that tired, huh?
It goes down another
It's
set of
bad.
40 steps.
It's real bad.
Another one with the torch lighting within
I
10
went to
feet.
bed at 1 o'clock yesterday.
And this one says
I
the
got-
the ending's greatest creation remains an uncontrollable storm.
I work at 7.
The ending's
I got up at
greatest
7.
creation.
I work at 7, I get up at 6. I didn't get back into the house until 12:05.
Remains
An uncontrollable
I worked
storm.
10 hours yesterday.
And
Came
then
here.
the image above that
Finished my
writing
drug.
shows a giant storm cloud, and you can see lightning bolts coming down. You can see all different forms of sparks of fire on it. It looks like there are different types of elements swirling around in the storm itself.
Does it look similar to the one that we saw over the horizon?
That you did not. You saw
Didn't
storm.
we see storm?
You saw storm that looked normal.
It
He
looked
saw a
normal.
storm that
He
had
didn't
elements
tell us
swirling
anyways.
around.
No.
I mean I saw the storm, but I didn't see that it looked weird.
So does it look familiar to
This
me?
depiction looks very similar to that storm.
Okay.
Grab that torch too.
I'm getting that.
You now have 3 torches that are
I got
all lit
one.
right now.
They're magic.
Wait. Before we move, I'm gonna try and put it out.
All right. How are you trying to put it out?
He's just gonna go.
He's just gonna grab it.
No. I'm gonna pour one of my water skins on it.
All right.
No, we
You guys gotta keep track of this. So yeah, you start pouring some of your water skin out, and the flame does go out.
Okay, I'm gonna put it in my bag.
Damn, you wasted it.
No, I'm gonna see if it keeps relights later.
Never works again. What if you just broke it?
And then
Shit happens.
you go down one further
Thank you.
step,
Oh.
and you can see at the end another torch lights up on that one as well. And it
You know what?
says-
No, we're gonna play this game. I'm gonna take that torch back out, and I'm gonna see if it relights.
You hold it
With
up
the
to that
torch.
one. It does light.
Okay.
And now
Someone grab the fourth one.
We're gonna have several hundred torches.
light everything on fire.
Well, why
my whole
not?
world's gonna burn.
Yes.
What does it say?
This last one says the two brothers, opposite, created the same, and opposite.
The two brothers opposite created the same and opposite.
Mm-hmm. And then you can see those two same godlike figures on the left-hand side, and you can see two on the right-hand side. It seems like more male-like figures, both giving off some sort of light. The one on the left is giving off more of a whiter light, and the one on the right is more dark, and it's coloring. You have to basically like hold the torch up close to actually see the black etched into the wall itself, like charcoal.
Okay.
And you guys turn down, and you can see this last one goes down, and it doesn't lead to another set of staircase. You can see it looks like it's opening up to a room, but there's a translucent white film right at the entrance before it goes into the room.
Dark Souls? Can Kyron just kind of like slowly start putting her finger out and be like, wait, I knew you were
Brian.
going to answer. I was like,
Yes.
I'm taking out my fiddle in my left hand and the Aquan Arc in my right.
Nock is just holding my finger while I'm like still just trying to press in to like touch the thing.
Okay.
I'm like, come on,
What's
come on,
happening?
Come on, I want to
I'm
touch it.
going to the third floor.
Oh, well,
you to
Bracket
touch- I wanna
completely
touch it.
spaced
No.
out.
I want to touch it. Let me,
No.
let me touch
No,
it.
wait. We don't know if it's danger.
Yeah.
But I can find out if it's danger by touching it.
That's what
No.
we don't.
Would you like me to walk through, since no one gives a fuck about this guy?
Damn. Making Kyrie just start laughing.
Not
I'm like,
really. That's
oh
not
my
how that
God.
works.
It's
I'm
like,
gonna-
whoa, maybe I went
Yeah,
too far.
whoa.
I'm gonna try to block the
Wait, no,
entrance.
if you said that out loud, Kyron's gonna go, unfortunately, my mom cares a lot about you, so no, I don't want you to go to the fucking
What?
portal.
Do I hear that?
I'm gonna turn around and just put both
You
of my
guys are close
hands
enough that you're all
on
here.
the
Yeah, you can
wall.
all
Okay.
hear me.
I'm not letting
Everyone's
anyone
arguing,
past.
okay.
All right.
I don't
You
like
look into
this.
you look through the white if you're standing
Yeah.
right next to it. And the room, it does look like it's a big room. It's about 60 by 60.
Kyron's still
On the
gonna
ground,
be like, can I just touch it?
on the ground,
Wait.
you can
My
see
hands.
what looks to be
What if it eats you?
very similar to the map that you
Not in a
hold
good
of
way.
the area. You can see the
But it's not
layout. You can
good.
see Naira's Grove
No.
basically
You.
right in front of you on the floor.
Kyron's not like
And you look over there, and there's a little bit of Ladris,
That's fair.
and you can see against the wall on the
Damn
opposite
it.
side.
I
You
can't
can
put my
see the
suicide
desert.
tendencies into my character. I can't do that. Damn.
No,
So it
she's-
looks
she's
like a map of
happy-go-lucky.
the area.
strong.
Everything seems to be painted there. When you look, you haven't gone through the white translucent yet, but looking through it into the room.
I'm gonna take out an arrow
Mhm.
and touch the mist with the arrow so that I don't get.
You
Eviscerate.
should have probably thrown it.
The arrow seems
I'm gonna
like
just touch it first.
the arrow seems like it cuts through almost like fog for a moment, and you're holding it there, and nothing has happened. To
I bring it back out. Does it look different?
Looks exactly the same.
Okay, it's probably safe.
Can I?
That's
You
no
can
words.
I'm
Kyron's
gonna walk
supposed to go,
through
Can I
first.
walk through
Wait,
it?
I'm
Hey,
gonna check for traps.
I want to walk through first.
No.
I'm gonna check
But
for traps.
I'm the
I'm
big
gonna help her.
detective.
I
I
don't
should
care.
help Knock check
Wait,
for traps.
we
Roll
both
an
yelled I'm gonna help.
Thank
investigation
you.
check.
You take advantage.
No, you take advantage. You're the one who's looking for traps.
You're the
I'm
one
Oh,
who-
Yeah.
damn it.
You're the one who called it.
Ooh, that's pretty good. 19. Thanks for
19.
the advantage.
19. There doesn't seem to be any type of mechanisms around the area.
Kyron
You
just
can
start
tell
walking
that there's
forward?
a serious magical
No.
presence right in front of you. It is something magical.
Can Kyron just start
Ooh,
walking
ooh,
forward?
ooh,
Like,
ooh.
Do you wanna?
Does everybody have like 10 minutes to just dick around while I cast Detect Magic as a ritual?
dick around.
Wait,
I
do
feel Kyron's
do
is
identify
wonderful.
instead. We already know
She's
this is
trying.
magical.
Knock just keeps holding her back. She's like, can I just walk
But
through it now?
Detect Magic will tell me what school of magic it is.
But it takes 10 minutes.
And Kyron's gonna be like, can I just walk through the fucking fog now? Please? Anyone?
You're not allowed to walk through first.
Bitch, says who?
Me.
Do I care what you have to say?
Well, I'm thinking for your best safety.
Okay,
and your
Dad.
Dad definitely told us to make sure you are safe.
Okay, Dad.
And I'm sorry that you almost died already.
Okay, Dad.
I mean, he's like old
I-
enough to be your dad.
Yeah.
I know, you could be actually yelling, oh, Dad, you're like, can we not do this? This hurts parts of me. This hurts.
Okay,
Kind of.
I'm I think you
That's
should just
why I want
identify
that
it.
first.
Cool with everybody?
I think you should just identify it. I think that's smarter.
Okay, then I'm gonna place both hands on either side of the wall. Like, actually, I'm gonna barely touch the mist with
I
my
really
palm,
need to pee. I'll be right back.
and I'm gonna cast Identify as a ritual.
Identify needs to be cast on an object.
Oh, it's not an object?
This mist is not an object.
It's not considered an object.
It's a veil.
Balls.
It's a veil of mist.
So you begin to try to cast Identify, and
It just doesn't do
it
anything.
does not work.
Okay. So I can't identify this, guys. I have no way of magically identifying this mist.
Okay.
So I guess we can.
My
You're
mighty
useless.
magics have failed.
So
We
I
just
walk through.
Jinrash walks through.
Son of a bitch! And Kyra's just
I
screaming in the
walk
background like, you
right after him.
son of a bitch!
Jinrash, you finally got something over Kyron, but she didn't ruin this moment for you.
The way he did it was just be like, I'm ignoring her.
It's like
Didn't
no.
work. Pushes the rest of the way.
Kyra's
Walks
gonna
through.
run straight through after him then. Be like, you suck!
And you walk.
My axe is ready for anything though.
You walk through
Ready,
this
Freddy.
area, and
I'm like this.
You, as before your head goes through, sees the depiction that I described to Knock earlier. You can see the desert in the corner and the mountains over on the upper side of the wall to the left. It looks like the whole map layout. And the second you walk through, all the colors of everything changes. From what you know of the general layout of how the world in your area looks like right now, like the forest, the colors, the city of everything, it becomes more what
Lush?
you'd consider like, very
Wild?
lush, like autumn type colors, ones that you'd see when the seasons are changing over. Everything seems to be like orange and purple, pink. It seems very, very.
Wait.
You go and you look
Orange,
over.
Orange,
Onto,
purple, and pink.
you look over onto the left side, and you can see the giant tree that is right outside this
Well, no, I
area.
have seen purple leaves.
In full bloom, it looks very, very new. And you look over on the on the ancient peaks, you can see the Sil Kal Durar, the dwarven city up there. It looks a lot smaller than what you know it has. You have had to travel there a few times. The peak, Crescent Moon Keep across the desert looks very much just like a settlement. You know it's an actual kingdom there nowadays. The sand itself is colored yellows and greens. There's trees growing on top of the plateaus.
Kyron ran in after him, if I need to remind you that.
It looks very similar to the areas of the purity.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought when we said the colors. I'm like,
Mhm.
whoa. Like, that means Kyron's gonna look around and be like,
Wait.
a
You
second.
can see also, just finishing up
What
the
the
room.
fuck is with these purple and pink leaves?
Finishing up the room, though. In the center, directly down, you can see another white translucent film. And then on the back wall, you can see there's a giant ornate door that's colored in basically all multicolors, very similar to the Chaos Fragment that you guys have seen before, with a giant ornate lock on it as well. Both sides of it have both of the warriors that you guys have seen, just standing with their hands over the doors.
I'm gonna look at him and be like,
So
I don't
basically,
think
you
we
walk
should
through the
fuck around
barrier,
here.
and the entire map changed to very similar
yeah.
to looking like the purity.
Purity.
And you can see
Oh, like the
another
same
white
colors.
translucent film halfway through the room.
So
Over on
what
it's
the hell is the purity?
It's basically this room right here, and you can see the water that was from the coming downstairs with you guys traveling out, and it goes through the door.
I know you guys have talked about this before. What exactly is a purity?
It's
You're
kind
not
of
there with them.
it's kind of like I'm not there with them.
No, we haven't walked through yet.
Oh, I thought I also saw this.
I mean, yeah, you saw
Okay.
it. Everybody,
Yeah, yeah.
did you walk through yet?
Yeah,
Brett?
yeah, I would have walked through once I saw everybody else doing it. I'm gonna explain. I'm gonna say it's kind of like what he was talking about, like another world.
Like another dimension?
Yeah,
Plane?
like another plane, but it's where Naira lives. It's a big forest. It's really pretty.
So it's
That's where
kind
Vane's
of like
from.
oh, so it's not it's the goddess plane. I'm guessing that.
I don't know. I think she.
Where all the gods and
made it.
goddesses just reside.
No, I think it's just her.
Oh.
I could be wrong. Do I know whether it's just her that lives in the purity, or if other gods live there too?
It seems like it's basically, from what you know, it's almost like the purest form of nature itself. Naira does reside in there, and it is a realm that the gods can go to, but it's more typically her realm.
Okay, so I'll relay that to him.
Okay.
And say, well, it's hers, but yeah, other people can go there.
Okay.
It's cool.
I can tell. This is fucking awesome. Insane.
So I'm actually gonna take a minute just to look around because it's been so long.
I would like to investigate the room.
Okay.
And specifically the second magical film.
Okay. So you walk up to that magical film. It's got the same type of fog-like wave to it as you start examining it. You can see through it just as easily to the opposite side wall.
I'm gonna investigate the two
Oh
statues.
shit, guys.
What?
Does the magical film cut the entire room in half?
Straight down the middle.
Guys, this is the depiction of those pictures. Nature's triumph and nature's fall.
I look at the map. Is it directly underneath where that room was? Where the hidden room was? Or
Looking at the map.
like, does this room that we're in look like it's near that room, like on the floor?
No.
No. Okay.
Not exactly, no.
So I'm gonna point that out to Naresh and say I don't know if they're directly related, but we can see.
I'm gonna walk through the film.
I'm gonna hold his hand.
You walk through the film, pulling Knock through.
No, I'm not gonna walk through. I'm just
Okay.
gonna hold his hand while he goes through, just in case. So I can pull him
My
back.
hands are full of my weapons right now.
So you're gonna have to hold on to
I'll
this
hold
thing.
his coat.
Grab the Aquanarch in his hand.
I'll hold his coat.
You grab onto his coat, and as you walk through, all of those bright, vibrant colors that you saw on that half of the room do disappear. You can see nature.
I was right.
You can see nature's
Damn it.
source up in the upper left-hand corner, and what it was a brand new tree, all vibrant. You can see it's old, decrepit, broken, and dead. Part of it's actually fallen down and cracked onto the side. The Blood Ashen Peaks, they are cold, except for the one right next to the plateau above Sil Kalduar, which is actually erupting in flames, and lava is pouring down into the city. The desert itself is dark and cold. You can see Ladris on the ground. You can see a tiny depiction of the statue. Looks like it's fallen down and broken. Nyra's Grove and the Shade Shower Forest all burnt.
Well, fuck.
I'm
We
gonna.
didn't walk through yet.
Once I see that he hasn't died, I'll walk through.
I want to
see this
investigate the
exact
whole two statues.
I'm
Kyron's
gonna.
probably walking in.
No,
like,
I'm
well,
gonna
what's the
call
purity
to
like?
Kyron and I'm gonna say, if you come in here, I think you should close your eyes.
She's just from the other room. She's gonna be like, "I'll stay right here then."
And as you go over to the statues, you can see the male, which is on the purity side of the room. He's got the same long white beard and everything, and mustache that you saw of the other statues, and not many fine details. Just you can see the carvings of where his hands and eyes and everything are. Doesn't seem like to have his weapon on him, and he's got the hand over, and you can see that same vampire creature on the opposite side on the dark version.
Shit, we
of
should have
this
asked about
side.
the vampire.
And
Which
she's
vampire?
got her clawed hands right up next
Did
to
we?
the same.
I thought
No.
we did. No, I asked about it last time.
Yeah, I asked about her.
Yeah, I asked
But we
about
didn't.
it.
No.
You did get her name earlier.
Yeah, I got her
Yeah.
name. Her name was.
No, they asked about her
Aurora.
being in the
Keep
room
bracket.
to the
Yes.
dude.
And they said
But
that he said she was a traitor.
No, there's
What
the,
is it, Naresh?
Yeah, the vampire. I know what you mean. Her name's Aurora Illyria,
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
and she was the general of the evil army,
Oh.
basically, that was fighting against Janthel Ty'Quires, who was
Yeah,
fighting
but they-
for.
Bracket.
Yes.
There's the two vert.
Do you want to
Yeah.
help me try to open
And he
this
said
door?
That's Janthel
Sure.
Ty'Quires. This is Aurora.
Yes,
You can
but
see.
he had said that this place is the burial for the two of them.
Yes.
What do you need me to do?
You can see that
I
there
need
is-
you to be on the side of purity and me on the side of Ilio.
Okay.
I was gonna
just so you
see
know,
the-
other than this door as well,
Yeah.
you see since you went through the film, there is a opening on the other side of the wall as well. No door. You can see just the white translucent film there, and then you go. You can go over to the big, giant, ornate door in between the two warriors.
I'll go to the small like film and poke my head through, just see if there's anything on the other side.
You poke your head
Kyron's still
through.
just dancing around the pretty room.
It's dark inside there. You can't really.
I have
see. You
the
have
torch.
the torch. You can only see outside of its range, and it goes to a hallway as far.
Okay, but
outside of your
no
range.
one's there.
Yep.
Okay,
So-
so
Hey,
I'll
where's
come
that
back.
treasure room you found?
Other
I'm
floor.
like calling over to knock.
I was upstairs.
And Naresh,
Huh.
one thing that you do
I'm gonna
notice
hold out
is
the mirror that I think I still have and check around this room for hidden areas.
all right. Roll an investigation check.
Okay.
And Naresh, you notice that whether you're on the side of the darker side or the purity side, the door stays exactly the same. It looks exactly the same.
That would be a 3, Brian.
Okay.
Wait, what about the key?
Moving around with the actual.
It was a
Mirror
1
itself.
and then a 2
He was there.
plus 1.
You're not
which is
seeing
fine.
anything that the mirror is revealing at all.
Okay, I don't think there's any hidden rooms, guys. I'm just like, yeah,
Whimsical.
yeah. I mean, I'm actually kind of disturbed, but I'm just like looking around the room, and I'm finding it hard to look around this room,
Mm-hmm.
which is why I'm doing so bad.
Bracket and Naresh, are you doing anything with the door?
Yeah. What was your plan, mister?
So I'm pushing up against it in the same way that Aurora is, and I'm mimicking for Bracket to do the same as what's his face.
Okay, I shall do the same as what's his face.
You guys stand in between and basically high five right in between the two, the magical white berry in between. Nothing seems to be happening. There is a giant lock on the door.
You should check for traps.
Oh, there's a lock.
Let me pick it though, but you check for traps.
I'll check for traps.
Alright, roll an investigation
Bracket,
check.
help him.
Okay.
No, it's alright. I already said it.
Alright.
I got an at 20.
Hey!
Doesn't matter.
But that turns out to be a 23, if that matters.
Okay.
If that matters.
You're just detecting traps.
There is a magical essence coming from this trap, this lock, and it goes into the trap.
Oh, I want to go over and disable the trap.
Everything itself, when you're looking at it, the lock itself, it doesn't seem like there's any mechanical component to it. It's definitely, you get that magical aura emanating from it itself.
I'm gonna ask him if it seems like if I
So-
picked it well, would the trap go off, or would it only go off if I failed?
I think we need a key.
Oh wait, you have a key.
The key was used to open up Warrior's Tent.
Oh right.
He already asked that.
I think we need the key for this lock. Otherwise, the trap will get sprung.
Do you have like a way to get rid of magic?
I don't.
That's lame.
I'm sorry, I'm late.
I think we have to go down that hall you were looking down.
Yeah.
Then come back here.
Yeah.
I kind of want to try to pick it though.
Yeah, but if you
Yeah, but what
trap,
happens
it
if we
kills
all
us all?
explode?
What if only I explode?
That would still suck.
Yeah. If there's no body, we can't bring you back.
Yeah, you're eviscerated. It's
Even if there is a body, we can only bring you back within a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
and we're not high enough level to really do much about it.
Nope.
Fine.
Take some bounties.
Alright, where do you guys go?
We're gonna go down that hallway.
I'm
What's the
gonna
marching order?
lead Kyron with my hand.
I'm gonna
And
go.
I'm gonna have my hand.
I'm
With
gonna
the torch.
tell her not to look.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my hand over my eyes and be like, why am I
She's
not looking?
blinded.
It's just you don't want to see it.
Okay.
Yeah, this is not nice.
Okay.
It's horrendous.
You guys all enter into the hallway. What is the marching order?
I like
It's
how
10
I'm
everybody-
going first.
I
It's
love how
10
you all
feet
take
wide.
care of my emotional well-being.
It's 10 feet wide, so you
gonna-
can walk side by side.
I'm gonna say that
I would like to
I'm
be
gonna say to her, you know
second
how it's
next
called
to
purity?
Jinrash.
Alright, so
I think this
Colin,
would
if
be
you
called
can
the
move to
corrupted.
stuff, Jinrash is going first.
Yeah, I'll keep my
Okay,
eyes
so
closed.
With the
Jinrash.
torch.
I will stand next to Jin, because what we can do side by side. Wait, do you
Well-
want me next to Jinrash? Is that what you said? Or behind
Yes.
him? Next to
No,
him?
right next to him.
Got it.
I've just kind of coined a
Because I have
name for
superior
this
night vision.
destroyed
Okay.
purity,
Yeah.
the corrupted. Essentially, just like layman's terms
Okay.
So you're just dragging
To-
behind
to
like
make
that?
a difference between them. I also definitely still have Hunter's markup because it's only been 20 minutes.
Yeah, he says concentrating.
Yeah.
So
I just want to make sure that it's still up. Because I
As-
don't know how long it's passed.
as people are
wanna
walking
say this
down
all.
this path, 2 people can roll perception checks.
Hey!
I want to roll one.
Okay.
You can roll the other. You've got good. Ha! Nat 20, bitch! Hey, that cancels out the nat 1 I rolled.
Thank
Oh shit! I also got an nat 20.
They
We
see
did
it.
so good, Karen.
Fuck yeah.
They're tag teaming. They're both. Oh god. All right.
I think
Well,
they see stuff.
Fuck him,
right?
but yeah.
No, they see nothing
So,
but everything.
so despite the exact same roll, there is 2 different things that you guys both see. It is in the same spot, but you both see it differently.
Interesting.
So, Kyron, as you are walking down the hall, you can see on the right-hand wall, about halfway down, there seems to be, they're very tiny, but it seems almost like twigs are kind of growing out of the wall in one way. On the right-hand side, looking at them too, as you do approach them, you can see they do seem to have eyes.
Ooh.
They're very tiny, small eyes, and in the center of them, it's like a line up, and it's a flame
Can I
inside
wave
their
at them?
pupil. You go over and wave at them, and
With a big
The-
smile on my face.
what Naresh sees right there is he sees a faint greenish glow coming from that wall in that same spot, and it's got a very, very faint red center. And as you go over there, you do wave
I wave
towards
with a
the
big smile on
creature.
my faces.
They just rescind back into the wall.
Oh no. Come back.
I'm gonna check the hall for traps. I don't know.
All right, roll an investigation check.
Yeah, I just see that and I'm like, well, I hear them describe it. 7.
Sounds like spirits.
7.
I need to get better at investigation.
Yeah, why does he only see a color and I see literal twigs?
That's what you see.
I see twig people.
Wait. He sees
Do I
it.
recognize what those would be?
Nothing in your history. You have studied a lot, but there's
Yeah.
nothing in your history that you've seen a beast that looks like that or a type of fae.
Are any of them still sticking out?
Nope. As soon
I'm gonna
as
just go. I scared
soon as
them."
Kyron saw the twigs go in, the glow disappeared.
I mean, that sounds kind of creepy.
It sounds like a.
Because I
creepy
didn't
odd-
see these, right?
No.
So.
No,
Well, only
that's
being
not. It
interested.
kind of what that sounds like is it's
Spiritual.
their perception of not reality, but their perception of like their god, I guess, or something. Like something about them.
I
They're
don't think Naresh has a god.
Yes, I do.
Oh, you've never talked about it, sorry.
I actually did. I told you all about it.
I don't remember this.
no.
Oh shit.
The one that spoke to me and told me I had
right.
a soul that was trapped.
But you don't know who that is.
I still have a god.
Oh.
That's true.
I'm sorry.
How wrong of me to
I didn't
assume.
mean to imply that you were faithless. I just.
And roll an intelligence check now.
10.
That die is not being nice to you.
No, none of them are.
You need different dice?
I don't know.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I was gonna say, she can really choose.
That's it?
Well,
Oh no,
Really
you
never
don't tell
wondered.
me
No.
anything?
she rolled them every time she's rolled them. They've come out pretty good.
If you go and look over at the wall, there doesn't seem to be anything that you can see on it itself.
I don't see anything over there.
Yeah, there's nothing you guys can see right
Damn
now.
it.
I say we make haste and get the fuck out of this hallway as
And
fast as we can.
Yeah.
I second that.
So let's all take a jog.
Yeah, I'm
Take
gonna
a
use,
jog.
I'm gonna use my torch to like just closely inspect the wall, just see if there's anything written on it.
Oh, hit the butt of the torch on the wall.
Roll an investigation check.
See if it does anything.
Oh, 16.
16.
Yeah,
I told
That's
you.
much better.
Looking over in that
This is a nice light
specific
here.
area, and then even hearing hearing him yelled, "Butt the torch against the side." You can hear, and you're going against the wall. it does sound solid, and then you get over to the area where it was, and it sounds like there might be something.
Oh,
on
I
the
take
other
out the
side.
mirror and see if there's like anything glowing.
Alright, you flip out the mirror, and you guys
Smart.
do see that there is some writing on the wall when you look through the mirror.
Ooh.
Ooh.
What does it say? Can I read
What
it?
language is it in?
It is in common.
Okay, good.
What does it say?
Anybody who looks through the mirror can see, and I'll say it slowly so you can write it down.
Yes.
The future is a different thing.
Oh.
There's more.
Oh, I want to be like, okay.
I'm just waiting for her to write it down. The future is a
Vague
different
as
thing.
shit.
Malleable, it isn't. Tight is the string.
Malleable it isn't. Tight is the string.
Passed by word of mouth or quill and parchment.
How's quill and parchment? What? Angers the gods.
Passed by word of mouth.
Or quill and parchment. Some recall with joy, others with resentment. Every moment that passes creates more stories. And there's one more line after this. A major part of yours connected by scorched trees.
You know what those are? Bracket doesn't get poems.
So after she
Bracket
read
A
out
doesn't
major part of
understand
yours
literature.
connected by
I understand
by
literature.
scorched
Not poems,
trees.
though.
connected by
Call
scorched
poems not literature?
trees.
No, they are.
I'm gonna
So the-
turn
the whole-
around to the other side to see if there's anything on the other wall.
Alright, you hold the mirror over to the other wall. Going all the way around, there's no abnormal reflections until you look at that wall and you see that writing. And just reading through the full time, the future is a different thing. Malleable, it isn't. Tight is the string. Passed by word of mouth or quill and parchment. Some recall with joy, others resentment. Every moment that passes creates more stories. A major part of yours connected by scorched trees. And underneath it, not part of it, it says, "What am I?"
Oh, it's
Whoa.
a riddle.
Oh. It's a riddle.
Wait. Can I read it? I actually like to read the.
He needs to physically read it.
Yeah.
1 second. I'm also reading it. Let me see.
I probably. Can I just? Is it right on several other things, or can I see it? Yeah, if you just take a picture, I just need to see it.
Yeah.
Because you can say it out loud to me 30,000 times, and I'll be like, cool. What the fuck does
Wait,
that
can
mean?
you say it out loud to me one more time?
I'm gonna put it into the group chat.
Oh,
The
that's
future
Facebook
is a
Messenger.
different thing. Malleable it isn't. Tight is the string. Passed by word of mouth or quill and parchment. Some recall with joy, others with resentment. Every moment that passes creates more stories. A major part of yours
It's a blurry.
connected by scorched trees.
What am I?
What am I?
History.
I don't know if we have more than one guess.
Naresh shouts out history.
What the fuck? What
I
the
say,
fuck?
I don't know if we have one more guess, and then it opens up.
Well, you got it right at least!
And then in that open space where it opened up, the words seem to stay in that space.
Oh,
And appear
floating.
outside, like now you can see them outside the mirror. The entire stuff is just floating there. And then the words shift around. And the
Oh.
words switch over.
Ooh,
To
did
look
it switch around like when Tom Riddle does his thing?
Very, very similar in the likes.
So it switches over to.
And they search into the symbol of a lock. A lock that is studded all the way around. It looks like a metal lock with a question mark on the center. The question mark glows brightly, and it switches one more time into another sentence. It says, "I hope my riddles and puzzles are causing some fun. As you shape history, more of my trials are sure to come. Dash, Eyeless." And you just hear within the chamber,
Are
Oh,
causing
fuck.
much fun?
Yep.
What
Just
else
here.
does it say?
Kyron probably just went like this and went, oh hell no.
throughout the
What's the
hallway,
rest
like
of it?
echoed around, just
Yeah, Kyron goes, oh hell no.
It's
was
the
the
gods,
rest of it?
it's okay.
I hope
Still
my
don't like
riddles and puzzles are causing some fun. As you shape
This song
history,
does not work.
more of my trials are sure to come.
As you shape history,
And then
more
Eyeless.
of my trials.
are sure to
Are sure
come.
to come.
And it says -IELIS. The words fade.
I'm gonna walk into the room.
The words fade. and you can-
IELIS.
I shall follow him
Yeah.
into the room.
Ah!
And that's a different spelling than Ilios, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Basically, you're able to see.
This is not
There's
this
a room
room.
right there. You go down this hall. Who goes in first?
It's.
Me.
I think Naresh said.
I think it's Naresh and me following next to him.
Naresh goes in first. Bracket behind. Knock coming up with the torch.
No, that's
Naresh
wide enough
as
for
well.
both of us to walk down together.
Yeah, it's 10 feet. You guys can go
Here.
go down both sides.
I'm
So you
gonna
guys
be
go
right
first.
This
next
little
to Knock.
path.
I'm right next to Knock, right?
So it's you, Naresh, me.
As you walk inside, you can see that
Kyron.
there's another torch on both
Jinrash
sides of the
and
wall.
Nate.
As soon as you guys get close,
Yep.
the torches go on. And on the left wall, you can see an image. It looks like that same woman you've been seeing in these statues with more detail. She has these almost like skeletal like claws on her hands, and she's looking up, blood coming down from her fangs and a body in front of her. She looks up and you can see the image of what you guys have only really Naresh, Bracket, and Jinrash really haven't seen before. Nock and Kyron, you can see a very detailed drawing of Naira just staring down, looks very young, down at Aurora and smiling. It does look like Aurora,
Like
the
a
woman
gentle
you've been
smile,
seeing.
like
A gentle, warm smile. And you look on the right wall, and you can see it's like almost like a next frame, and it shows Naira holding a hand down to her, and Aurora putting her hand on Naira's and stepping up, still tears streaming down, looking up. And you guys get to the end of the hall, and you can see there are 3 pots, 2 with red smeared in almost like a paint-like fashion across it, and 1 with green.
I would like the green one.
I would like the green one.
I was gonna open
Should
up all
we
of them.
even touch it? Is my question.
Guys, I think this is another puzzle, though.
Yeah.
All you know from the last green potion that you had was it tasted really good like a forest.
Oh,
And it made you really like it.
so they look like potion
It looks
jars, or are
it-
they like?
it looks very similar to the
pots?
jars that you saw before Warriors Test.
Oh, so I know what they are.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Should Kyron be like, I want the green one?
But I've used up 3 of my second level spells.
Yeah, but like,
From when
I
you
like
from
the
when
green
you
one.
identified it,
It only
Callum,
does first level.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you don't know if this one particular does anything different, but when you identified the last one, you know it's something that restores 1 first level spell.
Does it look any different than that one?
Looks very similar. You lift up the lid of it and you look inside. It looks very similar.
Maybe you should cast Identify on it too.
well, I haven't used
I'll
any first level
ritually
spells.
cast Identify on it, because otherwise I'll need it.
I know.
Kyron just staring at the pot. She
I know
remembers
how
the taste of the
Identify
forest.
works.
It seems very
She
gentle.
made me literally addicted to a goddamn potion.
You're not addicted to it. The memory's just coming through. It the way I
It's
explain-
vivid.
The way I explained it earlier, as Vicky asked about it, is you know when you try something new for the first time and
You
you're
really
like,
like
this is immediately in my tops.
Alright.
It's like you tried a new food and you're like, oh my
Oh my god,
God.
this is great.
How do I
Like
live
the first
without
time
this?
you had fried cauliflower.
Hell yeah!
You're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you're like, how to live without this?
Yeah.
How would I live without buffalo cauliflower?
So-
For real? Now I really want to order buffalo cauliflower.
I'm sorry.
I'm ordering buffalo cauliflower.
Do you
I
guys
also
let the
have
10
some.
minutes go by for
Yes.
him to
Where are you
ritually
ordering it
cast
from?
Yeah,
Identify?
yeah. I'll let him cast Identify. I will pick
I'm
up
gonna-
a potion though.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick up
Alright.
one of the red ones.
I'm
Zora,
picking up a
they're
red
both
one.
red
Yeah,
potions
buddy.
look very similar to the ones you had beforehand.
So
You know why
I'm
I did
gonna.
Casey gun?
After the 10
Huh?
minutes do
Because
go
Dave
by,
Casey also made some
Uh-huh.
food.
he does cast Identify. It is a first level potion of spell recovery.
I've actually
I
used 2
handed it
of
to
my.
Kyron.
Wait, I've actually used 2 of my first level spells.
I've used 1.
Have
Could
you
I?
used none?
Could I actually use it? Would that be okay with
Can I
everybody?
trade you for the health potion? Since you have full health?
Sure.
Alright.
Alright,
I'll drink it.
alright.
I've used 2 of my first level spells.
So you drink.
Is the health potion just a regular first level health potion?
Yes.
Before I do it, I'll ask if that's okay with everybody.
That's
Drink it.
that's fine.
Okay.
We rather you have more spells.
Then I'll drink it.
All right.
She's excited. She's
So,
like, I get to try that.
Callum rolled 2d4 plus
Can I
2.
shoot it? Like Kyra's put her
I'm
hand
not
on it,
drinking
like,
it.
tastes
Oh, you're not drinking
great.
it? Okay.
I'm so excited.
I'm
Yeah, I'm
tasting it
taking
for
the
now.
other one.
Alright, so you
Just
can
for in case.
restore 1 first level spell slot and roll a
I have to
constitution
roll a
saving throw.
Constitution saving throw. Yeah. My con is pretty high though, so let's hope I roll
You
well.
fail?
I'm gonna roll your dice.
Oof.
Yeah.
That's a 1, but I get to re-roll once.
Rolling in that is very poor.
15
You've ordered the kids hot dog
18.
before?
Alright. You
Oh,
drink
my
it and
Yeah, it's for my mother.
it does taste very sweet. It does taste, it's good.
Not as good as how I thought.
But yeah, you from what Kyron got, she seemed like it was this magical thing, and she did describe it tasting like the forest. It didn't really taste like a forest. It tasted just really, really sweet.
Just tastes like. Did it taste similar to how the candy that we had tasted, or is it like a different kind of sweet, like
Different
not
type of
chocolatey?
sweet. Yeah,
So is it more like the sap that I chew?
I'd say it's
Different
probably a nice in between
It's
between
similar.
the
Okay.
chocolate and the sap itself.
I'll just be like, here, if you like the taste of that so much, and I'll break off a bit of my sap and give it to her. It tastes like the same.
And she's gonna take it and go like this and go, no.
It does not taste the same.
Yeah,
It does
I'm
not
like-
taste.
I'm gonna chew and go, no.
You don't like it?
That's not at all what it is.
That's what it tasted like to me. I'm sorry.
And she's just gonna squint her eyes and be like, why does it taste different to you than me?
Maybe it's just its flavor to its person.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
it's like, it's like, oh.
It
What?
is a magic.
But why did it make
Potion.
it like perfect and wonderful and the best thing for me and just for her? Like if it was like doing
Hey,
it similar.
I make this stuff. That's not very nice.
No, I'm not saying like it's not good to me. I'm saying like for you, it's something you always have. It was
Oh,
something
that's
I've
true.
never had. So it's,
Yeah, it just tasted like sweet, or like like honey. It was kind of like honey.
So why is it that like? Because
Like
I'll look at a
sweet.
bracket and be like, if it like adjusted to
Let's see if
Maybe
we
I
see
just
anyone
really
else.
like sugar.
If it adjusted to everybody else to like what like they particularly like, wouldn't it adjust to like something that they want to have and like would like literally have my reaction? Like, why am I the only one that has that reaction?
Well, I mean, only 2 of us have drank it so far.
Now we need to keep finding more. We need to find more.
I'm really excited that I can cast Hunter's Mark again.
I got the.
Your Hunter's
Here,
Mark
cast
still
that,
probably
right?
has, I'd say,
Yeah, it's still up.
maybe like
Anything else you want?
Like half.
25 minutes
That's
left or so.
dinner.
There's been a lot of time
Okay.
investigating. Actually, probably more like 20 because he did ritually cast Identify again.
Okay. Well, I have another spell slot now.
So yeah, you guys
I need
find
to
those.
use
There
it
does.
again, I
You
can't.
know what?
Once you get to the end of the hallway itself, there's the
Alright,
paintings on the
thank
side of the wall. The painted on the wall doesn't
I can use
continue
it.
on. It's
I
just
just have
normal.
one at work.
There's nothing else.
You can also
Nope.
select everyone, by the way.
Not that you
Cool.
can see.
So let's
Can I
turn
use the
back
mirror to see
and
if there's
keep
anything
going.
else hidden in the room?
Roll investigation check.
I keep rolling 15s, but that's a 16 total.
16.
Yeah.
Alright. There's nothing that the
I'll ask. Do you remember if Casey liked the mac and cheese when we went to Pride 16?
I think you liked it, but didn't think it was like great. It's good though. I like it.
I like it too. Yeah.
It's
there's
not the best
I haven't
mac and
had
cheese I've ever had, but it's
I've had
good.
Prime 16.
Huh?
I haven't been to Prime 16.
Oh,
pretty
it's
good.
so good.
It's so good.
Once.
Yeah. The burgers are really good. The
Well,
burgers are pretty bomb.
It's literally based around burgers, basically.
That's true.
Yeah. Their meat products are bomb.
The
So are their
menu
veg
has
stuff.
a leather cover.
Yeah, literally.
Oh,
It's
sorry.
leather.
We're now out of character, everyone. We're
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Okay,
Sorry,
let's
food?
get back in.
I'm so hungry.
Is there?
I haven't
So
eaten yet
there's
today.
nothing else in there.
Do you want something?
nothing that you guys see from
You
there.
sure?
no.
Okay, I'm a
Just a
bit
minute.
bummed out,
I'm home.
but I'm like, well, at least I got a spell slot back. That was cool.
You got the nuts tenders.
Did you just roll 15 too? 16. Oh, okay, that's so weird.
So
Don't
do you guys
roll
go
on
back
that.
out into the hall?
It's kind of trash.
Mac and cheese.
Do we want to take our mid-break or whatever?
Yeah, we
now?
probably should take a.
Okay.
You want bacon in it?
Sure.
As soon as you guys do
not really
start
good
turn
for
around
me.
to go back into that hall, I guess
Usually they
we'll go
won't
ahead and
go
take a
for
little break.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll be back in about 5-10 minutes. Just everybody's
Yeah.
gonna be ordering some food, getting their dinner for the night. If
Woohoo!
you give a few minutes, we'll be right back, and we'll continue from there.
All right. I'll be right back.
See you in a little
Give me
bit.
1 second. I need intermission
Wow, now
card.
You need to have this at the ready.
Is that
I'm not. I
really
wasn't
audio, they can hear us.
Hello.
Hello.
We're back.
We're back and we're drunker.
Hey. I am sober.
We're working on it.
Same.
We're working on it.
We'll see how bragging
no
is by the
alcohol
end
in
of
this
the
one.
session.
Oh, you're boring.
It's already gone.
Food.
It's in his tum tum.
This made
This
a red
is
bull
the
only a half
happy place.
hour. That's a bummer.
It's gonna take forever.
Yeah. They're probably busy this way. Boo. Oh fuck! It's a Sunday.
It's
Yeah.
Sunday at dinner time.
And dinner
Fuck!
time.
I'm sorry.
All
It's
right.
okay. They signed up for this.
So after drinking the potion.
Yeah,
And we're
after
making our own
drinking the potion,
I
I'm
forgot-
like, wow, that was
I forgot.
pretty
today
sugary.
I had to work on fucking Outback.
I saw.
yesterday. Oh my god. I have not missed it at all.
I saw that. I was like,
I've missed the money though.
She
One
she
night,
worked at
In
Schmout
one
Schmack.
night, I made $180.
that's pretty good.
I was like, fuck yeah.
She worked
There you
at
go.
Schmout Schmack.
Schmack Schmack. The
No.
Australian restaurant, you know it.
Schmout, schmack, schmake, schmouch.
Don't schmoo us.
Don't schmoo us.
You don't know where we live.
Alright.
You don't know where I live. I live at
Are you gonna say while we live?
I live at
Yeah.
555.
I live at P.
555,
Sherman 42, Wallaby Way, Sydney.
Alright.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
Okay, I drank a potion. I was like, this is fine.
I'm so tired.
I know.
Woo!
Woohoo! I have another spell slot, guys.
And so as you guys
Guys?
finish investigating the room, you turn back out and you can you notice that the hallway past here
Yeah.
starts getting that like
Ooh.
blackish vine, darker tone that you saw in the upper
Oh.
rooms.
Yeah.
So, are we doing backwards order here, or are we continuing in the same order?
Continuing in the same order. Go. Okay. Go.
Yeah, I was gonna swap around.
So we're
People
gonna
will-
back
We're
out.
gonna go beep,
Yeah.
beep,
So
beep.
Yeah, everyone backs out.
That probably peaked the mic really bad. I'm gonna now double check that.
Wait, I still think it should be. Oh no, we have.
too late.
Okay.
Alright.
It was not peaking
You're
the
kind
mic.
of like taking up 10 feet right now
That's fine.
because you're just in the middle.
It would be my pleasure to choke you with my gym socks, Asia
And
Kobe
you
says.
guys get-
as 9 years ago.
You guys do get to the end
Maybe
of here.
Kobe said that.
Yeah, baby Kobe.
Ew,
I'm sickened.
that's really gross.
You were 15 years old when you said that.
Yeah.
Ew.
Alright.
I know
It'd
you
be
didn't.
my pleasure to choke you with my gym
I
socks.
don't think that was meant in a kinky
Did
way
you just
either.
not
No.
like someone in your gym class?
Probably.
Okay, so are we going inside immediately?
Yes, there's no door. So you guys just walk in.
Everyone just
No,
walked
I
in
just
way
mean,
faster
are
than
we
we should.
just walking in, or are
Yeah.
It's been 29 years since Home Alone came out. Woo!
Yeah, fuck it. We're just walking
Oh,
in.
Could
Is
I
this
do-
room bright?
Wait,
Lit with torches?
before we go in, I want to do primeval awareness really quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Are you guys...
Could I have done that while he was identifying? Just
Yeah.
to like.
I'll say that, and you do get the same blings that you did before.
My foot's
Um,
getting picked up.
The two that you felt below you, right
or
there.
right there.
And it's very faint, but one much further down below, like very, very far down.
So before
Actually,
we.
there's not one down there. There's two. One with a regular humanoid, and then one with that weird humanoid.
So these
not
feel
humanoid thing.
weird humanoid, not humanoid.
Yes.
So I'm gonna say to everybody, I think we're gonna come across some more vampires in the next room.
Okay.
Okay.
So be prepared.
To yeet them.
Before we
my
enter.
hand above my head, be like, all I need is this.
I would tell them that
Bracket,
in the
before
other
you enter,
room.
take a
Before
peek.
we left, I would have told
Is it lit?
everybody.
Is that room actually like.
So I
Oh,
tell
wait, no.
everybody before
I'll
we
let
go.
you know in a second. And if you want, so Callum can visualize, we can switch over
And I'm
to
gonna
a...
Also,
say
here's a secondary
battle.
question, Mr. Creevy.
Yes.
How close to that us are they?
Once I
Guys?
describe the room, I'll let you guys know.
Well, no, because I wanted to do a thing.
Oh, if you want a divine sense, you need to walk into the room first, and
I'm
you guys have
gonna
not
say,
done that yet.
I'm
Okay,
gonna say
that
to
was my
everybody,
question. Thank you for answering my question.
I
So-
also feel some more further down, but I'm not
Oh,
sure. I think
oh God.
one's
Let's
a
fuck
human.
Insights.
I think
I think
one's
we
a human and one's a vampire,
Transition?
which makes me think.
Yes, we
it
did
might be
transition.
the
So,
people.
Callum, you can actually get a slight visual now.
But
So-
I don't usually
I
detect
can't
dead
get it now. It's
people.
it's lagging really hard, but
It'll
I'll
be-
get it in a little while.
It's
be
not
okay.
on our end, it's on
Uh,
your end.
So we should be prepared.
So as you guys start walking to this room, there are no torches in here. You can see as far as the torches you guys have or your dark vision allows. The room is back in that darkened setting that you guys had from the rooms upstairs with the blackened vines, the red dripping down them themselves. And as soon as you go out, you can notice that the floor itself starts going at a slight decline down towards your right until you get to a whole row of iron bars just in the center of the room. As soon as you get to that point, it looks like it takes a steep decline and you really can't see anything unless you go up to the bars. Yeah. So we guys see as soon as you walk in.
Okay.
Especially with the torchlight, you definitely can't see down.
As I step
1
in,
second.
I'm good.
I have a note for the DM because I can't find my phone.
So as you step in,
As I step in,
Uh-oh.
I use
Secrets.
divine sense.
Secrets.
you use divine sense, and nothing in your immediate vicinity on this floor or in your direct range.
Besides people who are, besides
Yep.
Naresh, who we already know about.
DM.
Because you can't see through certain solid objects, and you do see that it does decline once you do get towards the middle
So
bar.
was it declines enough that I can't see down there?
Yes, you can't
Okay.
see because you're still looking through stuff at that point.
I got you. I'll mark one of those off.
Alright, Callum, roll a perception check.
Okay.
So we actually entering the room?
I found my
Got
phone.
a nat 20.
Damn it!
Alright, so as you are slowly walking in the room, Naresh,
Fuck.
you do start feeling a set of hands around your hand on the side where you're holding the Aquanarch.
She's trying to steal it.
Yes, I was. I don't know. You don't have to tell me that you noticed me.
No, I turn to you.
Hi,
And I'm like,
Naresh.
knock, what are you doing?
What do you mean?
Hands still.
No, my hands are on my hips now.
I felt you trying to steal the Aquanarch. Is this how this is gonna be?
I was just trying to do something funny.
Asia, can you turn my boom back on?
I wasn't actually gonna take it forever.
Whoa.
No, we're gonna share it, that's fine. But like,
You could just ask.
No,
there are vampires ahead.
it was gonna be a joke.
Are those some
You ruined my joke.
Maybe.
I
Do we
stare.
have some visitors?
I'm gonna,
No.
I'm gonna say, depends on who you are.
And what you're asking.
And what
I'm
you're
gonna
gonna
ready
do
an
when we
arrow.
walk in.
And you hear some steady footsteps from behind the
Uh-oh,
other
oh
side
god,
of the
oh
cage.
god. All you hear is Karen going, I'm gonna back up real quick.
Actually, to be honest, I think we're actually standing. I'm standing here at this point.
You guys probably
can
walk
Kyron
up-
just
Yeah,
back up
we-
into
we
Jin?
go.
I should be like, can you please protect me?
That's fine.
Can you
Brian,
please protect
Yes.
I have my Aquanarch leveled at whatever I can see approaching me.
You hold
I
them
have
up
a
and-
hand above my head
just
like,
look-
I have powers.
and you see two
I have-
male
And my arrow knocked.
humanoids there, or they appear to be humanoids.
Oh, great.
No, they're
What-
not.
They're not.
One of them is definitely has the appearance of a human. The other one does seem like half elven with slightly pointed ears. And they both just walk up and they're holding the bars. It's been a while since we've had anyone in here.
How are
What can we do you for?
Can I literally just be like, and
Your
I'm
soul?
guessing there's a reason for that.
Well, quite a good one.
Yeah. You
Ooh,
evil?
story
I wanna
time?
roll
I
an
feel like
insight
you
check.
evil. I want to roll an insight check on these motherfuckers.
What are you trying to, like, just see through?
Just see if they seem
Off.
like they want to eat me.
Alright.
Like they want to eat me.
Oh, you know, just an 11.
11.
Yeah.
They're hard to read, but they got, like, wide kind of interested smiles on their face.
Oh.
I got good charisma too. Can I like just like step forward and be like, is it story time? Please tell me why you are in here.
Wait, can I quickly, before story time, whip out a vial of blood and start, like, shaking it gently in front of their eyes and see what happens?
Just to see if they freak out.
Alright, roll a perception check.
To see what happens?
I
Yeah.
look at him and I'm like, when did you get those? Yeah,
I
but
know, they're
I
not
haven't
20.
noticed.
Oh my
him get
god,
them.
that's 3 since I've
I
been
can't
here.
even believe it.
That's like his 4th today.
Oh my god.
Alright.
Actually, 5th if you include your test roll earlier.
Very, very quickly,
That guy wants him.
you see just like a tongue just like over two fangs in
Ew.
both of their mouths.
Ew. Ugh.
Oh, that answers some
Wait,
questions.
considering I have really good perception, could I have seen that?
I'd say you were able to catch that glance. It was something very quick, like almost in an instant.
So now, okay, can she just look at them with like her, like just like
How
showing
close
her?
did you get to them?
I'm probably like 10 feet away.
Okay.
So,
And I was
that-
like,
So I
I'm
say
gonna
to
put like my
them
tongue to my teeth and
quickly,
be like, huh. And just look at them with like my tongue on my teeth. Like,
wait,
I have
What's
already
your name,
warned
sweetheart?
everybody that you're
who wants to know?
vampires.
Well, my name's Yangel.
Yeah, yeah.
Yangel.
And the other one.
Yangel has
I'm probably
a
closer.
scar down the side right here. He's the one with the half-elven ears and bluish
Yeah,
eyes.
I'm gonna.
And
And
the-
Yangel, who's your friend?
my name is Marv.
Marv. Okay.
That's a wonderful. That's
Now,
a
can the
marvelous
two-
name.
Can the two of you please tell me what you are doing in here?
Well, this is what happens when you
Every
lose a
time I
battle
make
in
a
the
pun,
darkest
she's like-
age war.
You get put in here.
Only the worst of us.
Only the. Oh, interesting.
The rest of us just were slaughtered.
So you're the ones that made it out?
We made the cut.
I think
Make the
Fashilla probably did worse than you, considering the fate she got.
what was the first one's name?
Yangel.
Dangel?
Marvin?
Like Angel with a
Yangel
Y.
and Marv.
Oh, Marv.
Mhm.
Oh, I forget.
And can I ask them like straight up? Be like, tell me now, if I get any closer to you, you can try and eat me?
You offering?
No, I'm not.
Not this day of the week.
Not this day. Not today.
Not that kind of eating.
Both
Are
of
you a
them,
good
and I say,
vampire or
"I'll
a
give
bad
you each one of
vampire?
these."
They just call themselves bad.
That's true. I forgot that they said that.
Do you say that all out loud?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, look, you okay?
I feel like I've become
Okay,
a
just
bit
do
of
it back
a
to them,
bracket
like-
today.
Mm.
I'm not on my best game.
You looking to become one of us?
No, I'm pretty good.
You could do that.
There's a way to turn.
No.
You
Definitely
don't
not.
want it. You don't want it.
I'm aware.
Kyron's just trying to get as much information.
Kyron-
Calm down.
So what can we do? What's the pleasure here? Like, how can we help you?
Well, I'm just.
Yangel leans against the bar now.
Can
well,
you
we're-
die?
So blunt.
Yeah, wait.
Well, I mean, she
I've done
wasn't
that
allowed.
already. Not a fan of
She
it.
wasn't
That's why
allowed
I came
to
back.
die, so.
Was one
My
of those
question-
coffins upstairs yours? 'Cause
Can
it's no longer
I
resistant.
ask a question, please?
What would you like, dear?
Considering we have already discovered what happened to the other one when I found out how to get rid of her, that she can't really be rid of. If any circumstances came across that I'd have to get rid of you, you gonna show up upstairs and come back down here, or are you actually gonna be gone?
That's what I was asking.
Oh, no, we're not part of Fashilla's curse.
Can you
That's
tell me what
I
Fashilla's
was
curse
asking.
is? Or why it's here? Because I'm very interested why what she was a traitor of.
Well, didn't you hear? They all made an oath. They were the ones who tried to betray us, and they came back.
So they
It didn't
betrayed.
quite work out for her. And also that other one.
There's another one.
He's interesting.
Is he in here?
Not in here.
Well, not in here. I mean, somewhere else in here.
You want to find the way to him? We know where to get the key.
I'm not letting you out of there, honey.
Oh, the key's in here.
Oh, wonderful. I'm gonna have to come get it from you, aren't I?
There's I know how this place works.
Do you?
I know there's a lot of hidden entrances, and there's that mirror,
Oh.
right? You guys
Wait,
have that
wait.
one?
No, we don't have
Can I roll a perception on him and see if like he's like doing this to
I'm
just
not
get
taking
out, or
my
if he's
mirror
like,
out.
yeah, no, we're
I'm
not taking that out.
it out.
Or are you trying to look into him?
Oh.
Yeah.
Insight? Roll
The
an
mirror is
insight check.
currently in my bag. I do not say that out
Alright.
loud. I'm just
1
letting
second,
everyone
Cal.
know. Can I try to put my hunter's mark on one of them to see if it'll work?
You can.
Does he feel it?
The
18.
vines start swirling around him.
I got 18 on insight.
18. There's definitely some level of trickery, but it doesn't seem like he's trying to, like, steal the mirror from you. He genuinely wants it out. And
I think
as
he
soon
wants to
as the
find his way out.
hunter's mark appears, it starts circling around the guy. Well, one of you is definitely the cautious type.
I grin at him.
And Callum, what were you wanting?
Show it off my tusks.
I was going to ask if I could try to persuade them to give us the key in exchange for rations of blood.
Oh, that's a bad idea.
Well, there's no even persuasion necessary for this one. They responded to you saying, well, the way to the key, you better have that mirror then, because that's the only way you're getting it.
You can't pass it through the bars?
It's something that only gets revealed when gazed on by that mirror. We don't even know where it's in.
So you
We
don't
just
know where
it's
it
here.
is in your cell.
It's somewhere in here.
Interesting.
We can find it for you if you want.
See, the whole thing is, you offering to find it for me, as endearing as it is. I just met you. I don't have no trust in that.
And this is crazy.
Maybe a bite or two will let you come in here and look yourself.
Cause
I'm
she's
gonna
gonna
ask-
look at, like, knock and be like,
I'm gonna ask Vane to kind of block their sight in front of me, so that I can look near the wall where the key is, and see if I can find a spot without showing them that I have the mirror.
Okay. So Vane just comes up, stares at them viciously, like giant barrier. Why? I haven't seen one of you in a while. How are you doing?
you've seen one of her?
Wait, more talking points.
Yeah, I want.
I'm gonna try to
I want to
see
keep. I'm
behind.
gonna keep them in conversation.
And just remember, I'll continue on that. So you're looking with the mirror around the room
Yeah,
in there.
but like behind Vane so that they don't see me.
Okay. Roll a perception check.
Real bad.
Um.
Every time. It's a perception check.
Well, perception's okay. That's a 13.
Okay. It's hard to look down at the floor with the angle, especially with Vane covering most of the way, but you're able to scour most of the walls and the ceiling, and it doesn't seem like anything hidden is there that you can't see. But you do notice on the ceiling itself, there's like a metal layer over the ceiling with about 2-inch circles every few feet in that metal layer over there. It's covering the entire ceiling just on that side. It comes
their
up
side?
Yes, it comes up to the bars, and then it's just a metal covering over the first like foot of the metal bars in front of you.
I'm gonna
on their
climb
side.
up on top of Vane to try to get a better look at it.
So you climb on top, and you can look up there, and it's a little hollow metal sheet that covers up that section there. Looking through the bars from the top there, you can see that there's a layer up there. There's something above it.
Can I see if there's like spikes in it?
Now you definitely are the curious one. What you doing up there, love?
What are you, British?
And I'll also be like, and I still have a question that hasn't been answered.
I'm gonna look
And,
underneath and try to see if I can see like a spike, like at a certain angle, coming out of it. Or,
Looking
like,
at there,
up
roll
it.
perception check.
Another one of those.
1, but I get to re-roll. Hey, that's 12.
Well, there doesn't seem
She's
to
not
be any
rolling
sort of
those.
spikes
Yeah.
up in the ones that you're seeing there. It looks for the most part clear.
Do you need
And what
more
was the
dice?
question you asked again, Asia?
Probably not.
I
I
asked
think it's just my
him,
luck.
Like you've seen one of her before about Vane
Oh yeah, there were a few of them back in the battles.
in the battle.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing on the opposing side.
Oh yes,
How much damage do they do?
they're not that tough.
From up
Oh.
here on Vane, can I get down a little behind her head and try to look on their side with the mirror without showing them?
What, like looking more further, like on the floor with the mirror there?
Like looking on their side of the wall
Okay.
to see if there's anything on that side.
So you're looking on the walls specifically.
Yeah.
Well, from the walls that you were able to scan most of the walls beforehand.
Oh, I was
from the
already. I
angle.
already looked
Yeah.
behind. Oh, okay. I thought I only searched this side of the chamber.
I'm
Yeah.
really interested if they're going to try and hurt me if I go in that.
If
What's
you
that?
Oh, yeah,
trust
gotcha.
me to give me the mirror, I can climb up the walls and look all over the floor.
You probably gonna have to whisper that, by the way.
If that's what you guys want to do, we're just as curious as where this key is.
I want to
I
ask
think
you.
this key
That's
also
why
lets
I
them
was.
out.
I want to ask you another question.
Oh no, the key to let us out is right over there. And he points to the back corner of the wall, the upper right hand corner.
There's a
You
key.
can see there's a key hanging on the wall over
I'm
there.
gonna just go. I have another question for you.
I'm
What
gonna go
is it?
grab that key.
How long have you
Alright.
been in there for?
I'm taking that key.
It's really hard to tell.
Best guess.
Key to unlock vampires.
I mean, We lost count a long time ago of the days, and you look at the floor now.
Oh, there's, like,
every
scratches?
single inch of the floor is just.
You never had a space.
So could I look at the floor to see if I could see if there's anything on the floor?
Just your eyes or through the mirrors?
With the mirror.
Okay.
Oh.
So roll a perception check.
10.
Boy.
I want to write on this paper.
Ooh, that's much better.
Mm-hmm.
22. No, 23? 18 plus 4. 22. 22.
Alright, you can see on the floor in the center, almost at the back corner, there seems to be a glow coming out of one of the ground over there. One thing that Kyron definitely has started to notice over the time of this conversation, though, is over to the left side on the bar of the bars, on your side of it, there seems to be a lever on the wall on the ceiling up there, and it looks like it's attached to something that goes through to the other side.
Okay. Can I ask them about it?
What, that right over there?
Yeah, what's that? Please don't pull it. I just want to know what it is.
I mean,
On our side.
it's something that we really haven't figured out ourselves. We don't want to.
Don't want to. So are you afraid of it?
I mean, we're not as curious as your friend over there.
I mean, we're all pretty curious. That's the reason I've been asking you so much.
We're only curious about what you can do to help get
Then
us
I'll
out.
try to look at.
Why
Why
do
do
you
you
wanna
want
be
to
out
be out so
so
bad?
Because we're hungry.
I'll
been
try
there
to
a
look
while.
at the floor.
Well, see, that's the reason why I don't want to let you out. I don't want to get eaten today.
Oh, we wouldn't eat you completely, just a little bit of your blood.
Just a little nibble.
I'll look at the floor on our side
And
as
Marv
well.
is just over there, just like, just a little.
Yeah, see,
Yeah, Gal is doing the most of the eating.
yeah, I know.
Marv
And
is
I'm
just
gonna look
kinda
at him and be like, I don't trust that. So I don't think I
Alright.
really want to let you out. I'm gonna try to look at the floor on our side
Okay.
through the mirror.
Naresh, what were you saying?
I was gonna say to Kyron,
Mm-hmm.
it's clear that they've definitely eaten within the last at least 14 days.
Oh shit.
Yeah, there are rats that come and go, but we haven't had actual people in a while. Human blood.
Yeah, I don't want to
Humanoid
get
blood.
eaten today. I've already had a
But
very
I
rough
just
day.
wanna
I
ask,
tried to kill this
Can I-
one, didn't kill this one. I got held back for a bunch of things. Like, she's just gonna start ranting and be like, I've had too long of a day to get eaten by some random stranger.
By
And
someone
it's only
random.
7 a.m.
And as this is
It's
happening,
like almost
you're looking around at the
7:30.
floor behind us. Roll a perception check.
Nat
Kyron,
20.
should I
I
kill
gave you the
them?
right dice. 24 total.
Don't kill them.
Then I go
I
back.
kind of want to open up. I want to
Alright.
hit that lever.
So as Nock is scanning the
Basket.
room with the mirror, you don't see any glow like you do on the other side, like there might be something in there, but you do see, it seems like there's a flash of words near that lever.
Okay, my feet are like hooked around Vane's wings, and I go back to look at it to try to see it.
You have to probably get a little bit closer to read it. Are you again having Vane walk over
Vane,
there?
can you back up a little?
Oh, we haven't moved
While you're
Vane, by
hanging
the way.
from Vane, Vane
Yeah.
just like hops over, eyes stuck on those two behind the bars, just like.
So,
humping, like,
realistically-
don't you dare try anything funny kind of eyes.
Realistically, you're like over here.
Yeah, good bird.
Mhm.
And I try to look at it.
And you
With
get
the
over
mirror.
there, and on the wall it says, "Would you be their executioner to follow forward?"
Wait, that's what's
Kyron,
written?
should I kill them?
That's what's written? So
They
we have
don't-
to kill them.
Guys,
No.
you don't see this.
Wait, no, I'm just asking. I know that I haven't seen that yet.
We don't have to
Or been
kill
told.
No,
them.
but
You
I
told
know
me
I
that
can
to
kill
wait
them
till
with the
we're-
Aquan Arc.
I
But
would say
wait,
I would say to
100%
wait a
guaranteed
second.
kill.
I would say wait a second to Naresh. Can you tell this to me in Druidic so I can please fucking know?
Well, for now, I just said wait a second to Naresh.
I know, and I want to know why.
And then, yeah, I would.
Well,
Well, I would look
thought
at
process.
the. I want to
You
look
see
at
over
the.
there, and you see
elfin-
anything interesting over there?
I want to look at the elven one and see if he looks like a druid first.
Just looking at him,
Yeah. Does he dress the way a druid would?
there doesn't seem to be anything nature-like in there. For the most part, it's just rags that they are wearing
Okay.
now.
I'll try
They've been there
to.
a
I'll try to
while.
whisper like a phrase in druidic to see if they look like they understand it. I'll just say like, "My name is Knock" in druidic.
Come again? I told you. I asked. Do you see anything interesting there?
I'll say it a little louder in druidic. See if they understand.
Stop speaking gibberish.
Gibberish.
Gibberish. Okay, I'll read what it said to her louder.
In Druidic?
Yeah.
Okay, so just Kyron and Nock are able to know what that says there.
And I'm just gonna.
It says,
I'm gonna,
"Would
like,
you be their executioner?"
To follow forward.
follow forward. So I'm gonna like.
I have a feeling that if we pull that lever,
Don't. You don't know what
Give
it
me a
says.
second.
I don't know what it says.
But you're screaming.
I'm just gonna nod. So like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna give any inkling that I understood her. I'm just gonna keep
What's that?
talking to them.
No,
And just be
I
like,
think if
I have
we
more
pull
questions.
the lever, it's gonna
Yes,
spray
yes,
water
well,
or something.
You are
that
wasting
kill
your
them.
time, though, if you do come here. The key is right behind us. We know it's
No.
somewhere in there.
I'm aware.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what I'm interested in right now.
Oh,
So
Adrian,
what are
how's
you
your food, by the
You
way?
were. Oh, I probably should check on that. Be like, you were in which battles?
I heard noises.
All
outside.
of them since the age began. We weren't the first.
The Bloodburn. I don't think they'd be there.
I know, that's the reason I'm asking. Were you in or heard of the Bloodburn battle?
There have
That's
been
too-
many battles, but nothing by that name.
So you have been in here a really long time, haven't you?
I mean, look at the floor.
No, I
We're itching to
looked
get
at
out.
the floor, honey. I looked.
Oh my god, this.
No, this is like literally like this is what I wanted my character to be.
And so, is anybody doing anything while this conversation's going on?
I kinda
So,
wanna play
so
games.
the
You got the
the
key, you got
levers
the
on
key
the
from the
on
back
the
corner.
ceiling.
And what are you doing now? It's
I'm
not
just-
on the
I
ceiling.
put-
it's
I
up
put it in my
high on
bag.
the wall.
Okay.
Okay.
And
She's
I'm
4
next to
minutes
it,
away.
correct?
Hmm?
I'm
Yes.
next to
To
it.
burn
You're
it.
next to it right now.
No, not yet.
That lever's not going to help you out. We know this key is the way to go.
Yeah, but we
Now-
want to know what the lever does and why you don't want to touch
I'm
it.
gonna
We
I'm
don't-
gonna
We're
like
just not the curious type.
So
That
I'm
one's
hanging
not
upside
supposed
down.
to do anything as far as we know.
I'm
Yeah.
hanging
We-
upside
we
down.
know-
I put it back in. I sit up.
I also still want to be like, hey, if you're not the curious type, maybe that's the
Hey,
reason
put-
you really haven't gotten out yet.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Give me
Oh.
give me your best reason to let you out.
Well, we already told you. We don't want to kill you. We just want a few bites. We know
That's
we
not
can't.
convincing.
What would you do
I
when
mean,
you got out into the world? What would you do?
we don't even know if we can leave beyond this room. We haven't thought that far ahead.
I'm gonna pull the lever. Kronk.
Just
To pull the lever,
Um,
crunk. Wrong lever.
I've been trying to tell you. I think it might be water that comes out of it,
Water.
I'm just gonna pull it.
out of the ports.
you pull the lever, and you hear on the other side of the grate. You hear it,
Sorry.
and you hear water start flowing.
What's the
in.
reaction?
And both of them just turn and start freaking out.
Yeah.
They both run to the bars, and they're trying to grab
I'm
you
10
guys
feet away.
through as far as they
Yeah,
can.
I'm 10 feet away. You can't reach me.
The water
Naresh, go
starts
into the other
flowing.
room.
The water's
Yeah.
flowing.
Yeah,
It
Naresh,
doesn't-
go.
It doesn't pass onto your
Alright.
side. It's that metal bar that's protecting
Oh,
it from
okay.
your side. It's staying there, and then it just starts falling through the droplets in the ceiling. The water is that same type of reddish mixture that you saw come from the ceiling towards Fashila
Yes.
earlier, and just starts raining down on top of them.
Can
as soon
Kyron
as-
just like cover her eyes and also just be like, I'm sorry.
As soon as it does, you just hear them just all start screaming out in terror. They're still trying to claw through. Marv is over at the gate now, just trying to break the lock himself.
I'm really
And-
sorry, guys.
You can just see the flesh start tearing
Well, I don't
apart
see.
from them.
I like full
Water is
blown literally
coming
start
down.
basically crying, like I'm so sorry, and then putting like my hand over my face.
Wow.
You can see literally their flesh, the people who are looking, is starting to just peel
Yeah.
off. Their blackened blood that's left inside them mixing with the red, it's starting to flow and scatter down the hill. You can see at the end, in the bottom, to your right-hand corner, there seems to be a grate down there where a lot of the water is flowing
I'm
towards.
gonna say
And then you do see from one of the holes, a string falls out and it's dangling another key.
I'm gonna
right
say
up
in
there.
Druidic, Naira, watch over their souls.
And as
And
the
in
rest of
Druidic,
the
I'm gonna
flesh
say,
comes
yeah,
down,
Yes, please.
Yendel's just looking straight at Kyron, and then just
Well,
all of it just
I wasn't
falls.
looking.
yeah, but just looking at you.
I feel
specifically.
We
bad.
see that he's looking at you.
And then
I feel bad.
the last of his flesh falls, and the bones clatter and start washing away with the
Can
water
no one
towards
tell
the
me
end.
that he watched me this
I
last?
wince.
Yeah, can no one tell me that that's how he went?
The water's still pouring out,
Try to put the lever back.
and you hear it close, and the water slowly dies
There's no
down.
mist or anything. They really just
The
did.
water's going down.
Yeah. So that means, yeah, at least they weren't part of the curse, but I was kind of hoping.
I'll climb down from Vane.
Well, that was fucked.
I'm sorry.
I'll just go. Can I look now?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know if there's
Kind
anything
of.
left of them.
A little poof of mist went down with the water and then just dissipated and everything
Aw.
as it was hidden.
I feel really bad.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd feel bad about
I just feel like you do.
I actually liked him.
Yeah, I like
He was
was
kind of
genuinely
hot.
kind of.
Knock thought he was kind of hot.
The room is also.
Why do you think I was up in their business? Like,
Yeah, I know, right?
The room on that side, you can feel the steam. The water
Yeah.
was really hot that was coming out.
Yeah.
Well,
So I'm gonna go over to the lock and I'm gonna try to check it for traps.
All right, roll
I have
an
the key.
investigation check.
Nat 20.
Nat
Oh,
20.
fuck. I gave you the right dice, huh?
Yeah, you did.
All right, this
I was gonna give you the green one.
this
but I
lock
gave you the blue one.
definitely does have some sort of mechanism that would send out a spike if you tried to pick it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
But-
good thing we have.
It looks like that's only if it's tampered with.
Oh, okay. So
I'm gonna pull out the key and open it.
All right, you go in. Lock does open up, clatters to the ground, and you open the metal bars. It is, you know how this.
I'll run by and
it's
hop
almost-
up and grab what's on the string.
It's almost about like a 45-degree angle. The string is only about like 5 to 10 feet into the room, but at that point it's already dropped down about 10
Oh, these
feet.
guys are
So
gone.
that is hanging
So I can't hop it.
It's probably hanging right now about 25 feet off the
Can
ground
Vane
right
fit
above
in through the door?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
They might be able to squeeze through. If
Okay,
if
I'll-
to go.
I'll
It's
Water
whistle.
gone?
I'll whistle for her.
What'd you say, Callum?
Is the water gone?
Yes, the water is gone.
I'll whistle for her, and
Has
I
anyone
want to
noticed
try to
that?
get on her back.
Yeah. You didn't leave the room completely. They told you to back up, and then the water wasn't getting in the room, so you're still in the room.
Unless you
No, no one
decided
told me to go in
actually-
the other room.
Oh,
I did.
so you completely went out in the hall.
You can
Yeah,
come
you-
back. It's fine.
You can definitely hear the water has died down, and then Jinrash just call you back into the room.
So I'll get on Vane's back, and I'll ask
Okay.
her to fly up so I can get it.
You get on Vane's back.
Yeah,
It's
this is the
a
first
little-
time trying it out.
It's a little bit awkward at first.
Yeah.
There's you don't really know where to place yourself,
I'm
but
gonna try to hook my legs underneath her wings,
Mhm.
so
Okay.
that I have some purchase.
Alright. And she's flapping her arms up. This is the first time
Yeah.
you've been on her while she's flying. Just see how well you hold your footing. A dexterity check.
Oh, that's not great. 10.
10. Alright, as she flaps up, you thought your legs were caught, but 5 feet off the ground, you just like tumble back and you start rolling down the side.
I'll try to grab on.
It's a flat ground.
Oh, I
you can
can't.
try to maybe, I'd say
can't,
roll an athletics check as you're sliding down, because it's still wet. It's not
No,
like,
I mean onto her feathers or
Oh,
something.
well, you roll and you hit the ground. She can definitely come
Oh,
after
I
you.
hit the ground?
Yes.
Yeah, you fell off.
Daggers.
Oh, okay. I thought I could try to catch myself.
Yeah, daggers. Do a
No,
Zula.
not into my fucking owl.
that's-
No,
Yeah,
into
into
the
the
ground. So you stop sliding.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
You
sure.
like a Zula?
Sure.
Like
fine.
a Zula.
Fuck you, Zula.
So that's athletics, right?
Yep.
21.
Alright, you're able to dig your nails at one point and just get it caught on a little part of the rock. You've slid in probably like 5 or 10 more feet down, and Vane just comes down to you.
Just get the key, I guess.
Whew.
I was trying to do something cool.
Naresh, is there anything you're doing at this time?
Every time I try to do something cool today.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, hold on.
Kyrie's just gonna rub your back. Be like, you're okay.
You
No,
know,
She's
I
in
think
the.
you're really
She's
cool.
halfway
I'm, like,
down the
hanging.
hill.
Okay,
right
well,
now.
I was gonna pat the
I'm
air.
I'm
doing
gonna
a bad
try
job
to.
moving characters
I'm gonna
today.
try to
No worries.
crawl over to where I saw
So
the
she slid down
the
far
button,
away.
and I'm gonna try to press it. I'm gonna try to climb over.
And I'm just gonna go, I think you're really cool.
Thanks.
Anything you were doing, Naresh? I know you were chewing. Okay. So
Keep on asking why he's chewing.
Oh, I should check that.
So you do slide down and you hit
3
roughly where
minutes
you were hitting
away.
on the ground,
What
and it is a little stone that pushes in, and then the stone right next to it opens up, and there's a treasure chest there.
I check it for traps.
Roll an investigation check.
Pokes it.
Wait. Can I bardically inspire her for her check?
She already
I
rolled. Next
didn't
time.
say it to you.
Yeah, you don't. You can be
It's
watching
not great.
this, but she already did.
It's an 11.
All right. You don't see any traps.
I open it.
Well, you are also bardically inspired now for the next 10 minutes.
Thank
so
you.
Irregardless.
there's
I
that.
open it.
Okay. As soon as you do open it,
There's a trap.
a spike shoots out
Yeah.
and hits you right in the chest.
That's okay.
You take 3 points of piercing damage
That's
as a
fine.
spike just gets lodged in your torso.
Ow.
Ow.
Do I ever see this?
I'm
Is that
gonna
too far
throw
away?
my
you
rope
guys
down.
are still down there right
Well,
there, just
I
watching
can
her.
look at
Vane
it.
flies up and grabs the key, and she's just down the hill.
We all
opening up
scream.
the chest.
I'm fine, and I open it and see what's inside it.
Okay.
I'm
We're
fine.
concerned.
I checked for traps. Okay.
Roll a d100.
D100. That's not a D1000. That's a D100.
It's still different things. It's on the different list.
17.
17.
Oh god.
What?
Giggled.
Oh god. Give me a second.
Alright, is this the magic item list?
I passed you down the
You
rope
got the magic
for you to
item
grab
list.
on.
Thanks,
Find
one
out
sec.
what you got. Please meet your quarter in a moment. Oh, the food is 1 minute away. Someone go fucking get it. They're in a
Inside-
Honda Civic, red.
Inside the jar,
Jar?
inside the chest, I mean, there is a wooden wand of sorts. And there, on the end of the wand, it opens up to a circular figure with a really angry-looking face on it.
I get very excited.
Wait, what is it?
It's a wand that's...
Vane, come pick me up!
It's very finely
There's
woven
rope for you to
together,
climb
but
up.
also it's got little
Oh,
cracks in
okay.
it. It's like a darker wood
I'll
material.
use
and the
the
top
rope.
has a
That's probably safer than
face on
falling
it,
again.
and it looks like it's scowling.
I'll use the rope
Ooh.
to go over to Naresh to get him to identify it because I'm really excited because I found a cool thing.
As soon as Nak climbs back up the whole area with the rope, holding this wand, getting in front of Naresh, holds the wand out in front of him, and Vane flies through, key in mouth.
Do it.
Do it.
Do the thing!
I hold out something at you and I just
Okay,
say, do
okay,
it.
Okay, I'm casting Identify this time with the spell slot, so it happens automatically.
Yes.
Okay, he doesn't ritually. He cast Identify normally using the spell slot, and you found a wand of scowls.
Yes. Oh my god, I knew what it was gonna be.
So the wand has 3 charges.
What does it do?
Oh my god,
Yes,
it makes you frown.
It has 3 charges. While holding it, you can use an action to expend one of its charges and target a humanoid you can see within 30 feet of you. Target must succeed a DC 10 Charisma saving throw or be forced to scowl for 1 minute. The wand regains all expended charges daily at dawn, and if you expend the wand's last charge, roll a d20. On a 1, the wand transforms into a wand of smiles.
Would I still get to re-roll a 1 on that?
Probably.
Yeah.
If it was you specifically.
I'm
Oh!
gonna.
So that means
You
it's
guys
impossible.
Do I have to attune to
Your
it?
food will be in a sec.
It does not require attunement.
I'm gonna point it at Bracket and expend a spell, a slot.
There's Scout.
As soon as he takes it back, roll a Charisma saving throw.
Oh, cool. That's the one I'm not as good as. Oh, no,
What does
Charisma, I
the
am good.
scowl do? Or is it literally just scowling?
It just makes you scowl, yeah.
That's amazing. That's literally amazing.
That would be... Math is hard. 11.
11. She points the wand at you with great intent, and you can feel a weird presence around you for a second, but you're like... you sneeze, and it's like something blew away from you. It did not affect you.
I scowl. I get really frustrated and I
You
put
eat
it
it.
away.
I ate one.
Hi, Casey's.
I found a
That was
cool
my
thing and it didn't
gravy.
even work.
Alright. So afterwards, she came back up. Vane comes outside the hole as well, holding the key in the mouth, and comes down.
Can we try to find the treasure room, which is upstairs?
What?
But we have the key for the
We have
other
a
room.
key- I think we should just keep doing what we're doing.
We can go back there whenever we
Alright.
want.
Besides, there were also coffins in the treasure room, if you can recall. Oh, I could go heat up the I'll be
Alright.
right back, everybody.
Okay.
Food's important, y'all.
So what do you guys
Keep
do?
your stuff.
I guess we're gonna
you
continue
need a fork?
down towards the multicolored
that's
bar.
unused.
Nope, that's not what I need.
What do you need? Oh, that's a better
Okay.
one. Anyone
So
need a
you guys-
fork that's unused?
No. So we brought her up, right?
Mm-hmm. Anything else you're exploring in the room, or are you just going back down the hallway?
I can kind of just be like, I still feel bad.
Yeah, but it was possibility of getting eaten.
I don't think he was gonna eat me.
No, I think you were gonna have sex on the floor, and I didn't really want that either.
Could she just go?
No, the other one I was almost positive he was probably gonna eat you.
The other one I didn't trust.
Yeah, so he
I
definitely.
only feel bad about the one. I feel bad. Like, I actually really feel bad. I'm like...
No, the same point.
Because also, she's got a really weird relationship with vampires, so it's like... More so when she found one that she was like, they're kind of cool. I was like, fuck. I should hate you. That's so sad.
No.
So I really don't think... Was he gonna eat me? Brian, could be serious as a DM. Would he have eaten me?
I guess you'll never know.
Oh,
Fuck off! You're the worst!
We are on stream still. But
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
So what are you guys doing?
We're
I
going
would
to
inspect the rest of the room.
All right, roll an investigation check.
I shall help him.
All right, you can roll with advantage.
Actually, I want that die.
Dude, 2 of the green die.
Why? I like this yellow one.
Yeah. 8.
Oh, well, that's an 18.
Plus, if you have anything.
Investigation?
I have no clue.
So it's just an 18.
Okay. You're looking around the room thoroughly, and I'll roll a D1000.
What's the D1000?
You can roll 2
Percentile.
percentiles and 1 D10.
Let's fucking go!
This is good.
That's a 10. Right? No. That's an 8.
Batteries that we can't use. Batteries that we can't use.
That's a 10.
So just the percentile, and a 10. Roll one at I'll say one at a time because you need to know the order that they came through. So
Oh.
yeah, the percentile first for the first part of the percentile, then the second one, and then
We're doing
the
D1000. Uh-huh.
Percentile. So that's a 40.
We have
40.
so much stuff already. Oh my god.
I know.
If
Second
we're playing
percentile.
Uncovered,
50.
50. Okay.
10. 3.
Really good.
4,500 or
400.
453. What did I acquire?
You break my game.
Oh no!
What did I acquire?
Oh god, I was like, they're never gonna get one of these.
Oh
I
no!
I
I
put
have a machine gun.
I put so
Can you
few of
imagine?
them. I put so few of them on
We find a
this
fucking
list.
Reese's peanut butter cup, and now we're finding something really, really cool. Let's go.
We also have a propane tank.
That's true.
Yeah, the propane
It's-
Tank was cool.
Something that is basically when you're investigating the room, you saw something that seemed to be wedged inside the drain in the bottom corner of the room where all the water was going out.
Oh, so I have to go down there to get it?
Like basically just the butt end of
Yeah,
it
rope down there.
is still hanging out, but a lot of it's hanging down. It looks like it's a long metal rod, and at the back, it's got like a little stand at the bottom of it.
Oh my god, is it a fucking...
It's definitely a machine gun.
Is it a
Or a
tripod?
tripod.
Go down there.
I'm
check.
gonna
Is it a fucking tripod?
tie my rope
Mhm.
to the bars
Mhm.
and then rappel down.
All right, roll an athletics check. I was hoping this was gonna be like in the high levels. No, okay.
Athletics?
Mhm.
22.
22.
Yes.
So yeah, you're easily able to just rappel down. Everybody's just looking at you as you're going it down
You
there.
look like Banff.
And
Just
you,
free falling it.
and you pull it out. It's very similar. You've never seen anything like this. It's craftsmanship like you've never believed. It's got similar elements to like a crossbow with a handle in a sense. And even on the big crossbows, how it's easy to basically just like put it up against something.
Is this like a sniper rifle or machine gun?
It's got a little attachment on the top with some sort of cylinder.
Oh, it's a
Is
fucking
it
sniper.
You
I
put
would
a
be so good at
sniper
that.
in the game?
I put like 5 guns on this list, and he
I
just
would be
rolled a gun.
so good
This
at
is
that.
mine.
No.
No,
Because
she
she's
I
a
got
ranged
the
attacker.
dex.
She can shoot people from a billion miles away, pretty much, in game.
That's what
No, when we find, we don't know what it is.
Figure out
When
what.
we figure
It
out
is
what it is,
mine.
it's going to knock. I'm
And
No,
there's
sorry.
a
more
It
weird
has
importantly,
to.
rectangular
the amount of
thing
scary
at
ones is gonna be.
at
It's a
the bottom,
boomstick.
in the front.
That's all we're gonna see it as.
Oh shit.
In game, we don't know what a gun is.
It does
Yeah,
seem
we
to have
don't.
a weird
We're gonna call it a
cylindrical
boomstick.
attachment on the front too, where like what you would think where the crossbow bolt would be coming out if this was a crossbow of some sort. There's some weird cylindrical like add-on at the end.
So it's like a 50 cal
Sni-
BMG
This
fucking
is a
sniper
Barrett
rifle.
M95.
Wait, you said they also have a sniper rifle? Oh, what you said it was a
Yeah.
It's got a scope.
No, on the end. You said at the end of the barrel.
Yep.
There's a silencer.
Yes.
It's a. Oh,
It's a
so it's gonna go.
Oh my
Well,
god,
it's
I'd be
a-
so good at it.
It has
And then we'll
some-
see. Boom!
Yeah,
Look,
I
look,
love
look.
you. I love you so much, but it literally has to go to her. She can kill anything with that.
How did you get this? Come on! There's
I can
5
kill
guns
God
on
with
this
that.
list.
I can kill God.
Yes.
So shoot up. Nope.
Now I need to roll.
Wait, how many bullets does it have?
We don't know.
Maybe 5.
You guys have never seen a gun
That's-
before. You don't know
No.
what bullets
Um,
are.
It's a Barrett M85
M95.
and 95.
I'm very
Should I identify it or what?
Sure.
Sure, why
So-
not?
I'll bring it up.
So I know how
And you
long.
climb back up the where
um,
carrying this weird
Yeah,
thing.
it's
It's basically like
5 round.
it's taller
Maybe
than
6.
knock. Like if you hold it
Yeah,
standing on
it's-
the ground.
So
My
it's my
height.
longbow.
Mhm. It's
Yeah.
it's
My
No,
longbow's
it's my height.
taller than
it's
me.
basically just around yours.
Yeah, because
even with
overall,
that
so
little
yeah, 45
attachment,
inches.
Oh.
It's
No.
a
So
very
since
large
I know
rifle.
that,
And there's a
um,
suppressor, so it makes it longer.
Bardic inspiration.
There's
only
no-
lasts
There's no
for
such
10
thing as
minutes.
a
Yes.
fucking silencer.
I'm gonna
as a
fly
Barrett.
I
up
said
on
suppressor.
Vane again and try to
No,
balance.
it's called a
Okay.
suppressor.
Did
stuff.
he end up using
They
it?
don't
He
do
said
that.
he was going
They
to
exist
use it.
in
I
Barrett.
think
don't know
he
if
ended up
Keep-
inspiring me, right?
So
Yeah,
the
I
reason
did.
they have that
Okay, so I'm gonna try
on
to
is
do it
to
again.
reduce
Okay.
recoil.
I understand.
Alright, and
Do
you
what
were
again?
They do sell them.
Go up on Vane.
They just made the gun harder to shoot. You
trying
have
to
shoot
fly
it
it?
from, You can't shoot it
Okay.
like this. You have to
so you
shoot it
just
on the
tell,
ground
get
at all
on Vane's
times.
back
then.
and tell it to fly up a
I
little
know,
bit. Alright,
because
so roll dexterity.
Demo
check.
Matt owns a suppressor for one.
Nat
Someone
20.
sent one him. Went, I don't know how you
I
got
gave
this.
you the
'Cause I'm
right
not allowed to
dice.
buy
I
these.
don't need that. Bardic inspiration.
You do.
What?
Wait, what's happening? We were talking.
She rolled a nat 20 to get back on Vane's back to fly.
The first time you were finding difficulty where to sit, but this time it almost felt like you fell into like perfect placement, and you're just sitting up there as Vane's flapping
You
away.
sat on her shoulder blades.
I'm gonna take out my arrow,
Mhm.
my bow and arrow. I'm gonna try to shoot at where the key was hanging before, just to see if I could do it while on her back.
Roll a attack roll. I'm gonna say because you don't have a saddle, that would help proper flight
With
pattern. It is
disadvantage?
disadvantage.
Okay.
What are we doing?
Seeing if she can shoot from Vane's back. Nat 20. Oh, wait, nat 20 with disadvantage. 12 plus 9, 21.
21. The string itself, or the key that was in the back?
Shit.
The key that was in the back for the door, or the string that was hanging with the other key?
The key in the back for the
Okay.
door.
Yep, you're able to shoot right there and right through the ring that was holding where that key was, like right through.
Girl, damn. Okay, Kyra in the garage go, damn. I get really excited. I'm gonna say, hey, can you fly me over there so I could get it back?
And flies over. And what are you doing with your new contraption that you don't know what it is or how to operate it?
I'm gonna go regain it. Regain that
I'm
arrow.
grabbing it.
Mm-hmm.
Carrying it.
I'm going to finagle it out of the drain very carefully.
Oh, you already were
Oh.
able to get it out. You're back up. You said you already like climbed up with it.
Oh,
actually,
yeah.
guys. Yeah. So you are back past the bars with everybody with this long.
Mine, I
contraption
claim.
in your hand.
What is it?
I don't know, but I like it.
Uh-huh.
It's big and heavy.
It
And
is.
That's
it
not a
is
good reason to
very
want it that
heavy.
He's gonna use this
It's
as
mine.
Can I see it?
Yeah.
So I see this. I see a scope. I would know what a scope is.
No.
No.
They don't exist.
No, but like,
Telescopes.
like-
Telescopes are a thing, but they're not commonplace.
so I've never seen a telescope.
No, but you
No.
would notice the
Have
trigger
I?
exists.
Would I notice a trigger?
Telescopes are not something that's commonly seen on land.
Do I notice the
Yeah,
trigger?
it's more of a,
that's like similar to a crossbow,
Wait, what?
like
trigger.
the trigger. Do
Oh,
I
yeah.
notice the trigger?
Yeah, even
So you can
even
know it's a-
Jinrash-
yeah,
the
I know
only
what
thing-
it is, and
The
I'm
only
like,
thing Jinrash
that's
can
a weapon.
somewhat compare this to is a crossbow.
yeah.
Because
I think this is an ultimate crossbow.
You know, I'm really good at using those.
Yeah, but this thing's really, really heavy.
So,
And?
you
Is
see
this-
how strong she is, or how small she is.
Yeah.
Can I look at him and be like, are you really testing the strength of my best friend?
No!
Is this episode really keeping ranged weapons away from Nock?
Yep.
No! This is mine!
Yeah,
I
what
found
the
it is
hell?
mine!
I point at the arrow and I say, did you see me do that?
No, but this is mine.
Jinrash. I did that on the back of an owl.
guess-
I'm still on the
I
back of my owl. And I
Okay.
grab it and put
Jinrash,
it back in my...
Jinrash. It's yours, yes. But in a situation when we realize
got really
that
loud.
she's going to be better at using it, she should be able to use it.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
But you can have it and keep it, and it's yours, and you can hold it. But
Yes.
when it needs to get used, she uses it.
Of course.
I look at
Okay.
it. I said,
So-
To a point.
I think it's a long range weapon. Just
Oh,
so
I
you're
can-
aware.
Guarantee that one, it looks like it'll...
Can I look at the scope to see
For the
what
crossbow,
happens?
You guys didn't get me there yet, but that was probably the closest to be. Fuck you guys.
Being like,
No. First of all,
When we
there's
use
this
him, we kill the
tube
big
thing.
bad within one shot. Then you're gonna be angry.
That definitely has
His
glass
head
on it.
explodes.
I want to look
yeah,
through the
we
scope.
get like the boss in one
kinda
shot.
like-
You put your
to.
eye right next to the scope and look through.
Yeah, I heard that.
And wherever it was
Sorry,
pointing,
keyboard.
I'm assuming it was pointing at some sort of wall.
Mhm.
Basically, like you see, almost like
Soon as
like
I'm
you're
dead.
right in front of.
You
that
can
wall.
see the individual grains of the mortar.
My eyes get so big. Damn it!
You guys have heard of telescopes before, but you've never seen through one before.
I'm just gonna walk away.
Just
So-
fuck.
So you've got a magic.
So you have found a propane. No,
No,
she
she
found a
found a
propane
propane
tank,
tank.
and now you.
I
I'm
found
gonna
the
point my
reaches.
wand of frowning
And
at Jinrash.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I'm
Here's
pointing
another
my wand
charge.
of frowning at Jinrash.
All right,
This is
Jinrash,
definitely
roll a
interesting
charisma
at
saving
8
throw.
a.m.
Yeah, it's probably
Oh,
like
wait.
moving towards 8:30 at this point.
That means your hunter's mark run out.
Yeah, it definitely has to do with all the investigation.
I failed.
Oh.
I'm gonna
As
frown.
soon as you pound, you just see a magical like wave of energy just come over you, and then you're just stuck in a scowl.
Why?
You can't move your muscles at all. It just your facial.
I
You're
just
just
go.
stuck in that position.
And I go away.
For a whole minute. You're just stuck like this. So you can still do everything else. You're just stuck in a scowl.
Okay.
That's what you get.
Can we go back to the door though?
I want to play
Rush
with
is like,
the
fuck
rifle.
this. Can we just go?
You doing that now or later?
I'm good as we go. Actually, no, I'm gonna stand right there with a torch
Mhm.
on the floor,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna like inspect it and see to figure out how to like.
Do the thing.
Just pull the trigger.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah, 'cause if it's a giant long-range crossbow, it might be dangerous.
Yeah.
Just point it at a wall.
What happens if it's super strong and goes through the wall?
So there's
Kinda like
nothing.
The
I look at the map.
the
Is there
scorpion, right?
anything behind the wall
crossbow.
that it could hit?
Which wall?
He's gonna shoot in the back wall.
Oh, the back wall right there. It just looks like a wall. There's no like holes through it. Like
No, I'm looking at the map. Is there anything behind that wall that would get hit if he shot something?
Not that the map indicates.
It's fine. There's nothing
Interesting.
behind there.
That's not good.
I don't want to pull the trigger though,
Why?
because what happens if this can only use certain?
Thingies.
Yeah.
If it's only gonna happen once, then that's really stupid.
But what happens if we have a said number of shots, and we can't make them or find them?
I just mean
Then we shouldn't use it.
That's.
that you should get better at it and try it out.
But why would I fire around if
To
it's?
see how it works. Experiments are important. Science.
We did. This is, I guess, is one situation.
No, I want to see. I don't want to fire it in case we can't. I'd rather it be in a situation where we can. We're not in dire needs,
Well,
but we need. We
And
can.
you did say you were gonna investigate it.
Yes.
So go ahead and roll an investigation
I
check.
want to be able to just like shoot a vampire from like 5,000 feet away
and his head will just go.
Ah!
and hit
And
it.
just pop.
Well, that's 20.
Well, that's not gonna kill
That
us.
is
It's
a
not much their
unnatural
profit.
I'm
No,
just like
natural
thinking
20.
about
Natural
it.
20.
I'm like, what if I put holy oil on it?
Probably gone if you went 5,000
Yeah, it would
feet.
come right off.
Very easily, you're able to find a
Oil
section that
sticky.
comes off, essentially the
Magazine.
Running water. don't
And you can
kill
see
it.
there are
Cylindrical
metal,
things.
metal
Do a lot of
cylindrical
damage.
points with it sort of
Yeah,
comes
but
in at
you
the
have to
end,
get to
and
them.
there are 5 of them in
5,000
it.
feet away.
Okay.
I just
To
make a
actually
vampire
You
kill
can
it.
see
so
there's
bad.
without getting into the actual
Do you
inner
want a
workings
scar?
of the gun itself, you're able
No, no.
to basically
Like the one
see
that- the
where
one
it
that we
goes
killed.
into a chamber,
I'm
and
so upset. Why
you
did
would-
I ask
you'd
that?
be able to
Oh,
discern-
fucking back in the
you'd be able to discern that maybe these are the things that get fired
Yeah,
out of it.
sure. The one right there?
I want to
No, the
Pull
one
the-
we killed.
Pull
lever
it in.
on the side.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Alright.
After you put the thing in?
No.
Here.
I'm gonna keep
Oh, I
the
didn't
box out,
realize you had a scar.
and I just want to
Yeah,
pull
I
it
should've
back
asked where
slowly.
the scar
Mhm.
was from.
And that's when you hear that it's like it's that exact sound.
And I'm gonna release it. Clunk.
And you hear the big clink, like the inside internal mechanism of it.
I like.
I want to take it apart.
No,
Why?
because
We don't know how to put it back together
Yeah.
properly.
I can figure it out.
Naresh cast.
No!
Naresh cast shatter.
No!
That would
I can't right now. It's okay.
not again.
To be
My
really-
baby.
Yeah, not again.
Can Kyron just go, why are you so possessive with weapons?
What are you talking about?
worse
This is the
than
first
me
one I
and
found.
He's worse than me in swords.
Yeah, remember when I found
Says the man with
The
5
big
swords
He's
currently.
literally going
Canister,
fits
and
over
then
everyone trying to
someone
take
else
something.
blew it
I
up,
don't
and I
understand.
didn't get to use
Why,
it.
like, when you got upset about me just turning the boat on, you had a fit over that.
Because it was mine.
For-
Why is
You
everything
took it from me.
For
Why
a
does everything have to be
45-year-old
yours?
man, you are a baby.
Yes.
We are a group of people.
You guys don't realize this, but I just had a midlife crisis before all this fucking shit.
Enjoy.
How old
Yes.
are you?
He's 45.
Yeah.
He's older than that. He's in his
He's
early
the oldest
50s.
of all of us.
I am the oldest in age.
Actually, he's not.
Well, like, you haven't
Imagine
aged
during
in a
the
while,
recording,
though.
just be like, I'm the oldest one here.
We already knew that.
How long do dragonborns live?
Like 100?
Not they like
For the
70,
highest,
70,
yeah.
75 is average age.
Well,
Just about the
that's
same with
actually-
length as human.
Half-Life Crisis. Wow.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
having a midlife crisis. There's other factors that are involved in
I'm
that.
20. Hi.
I'm
And you're actually
26.
young for your...
Hi.
Yeah, I'm super young.
Bracket,
two of
I don't
you
know
are.
how old I am.
Yeah, how old are you?
Can Bolt tell
Goes
him
Can
how
Bolt-
old he is?
Question.
I'm gonna ask
We're
Bolt.
gonna go,
Hey,
Bolt,
Can
how
you tell
old-
him how old he is?
How old is Bracket? Because we know the mouse talks, so it's like, Bolt, how old is Bracket?
Bolt, can you tell him how old he is, please?
Don't you roll for bracket? Or roll for Bolt? Knowing this? Or
Bolt
should...
comes up. Is this something you desperately want to know? You wanted to keep yourself hidden.
They
Even
really,
from
really want to
yourself.
know. I don't mind. Like, age is whatever.
I'm sure. Roll a persuasion check.
Age is whatever. That's great persuasion.
Yeah.
I think persuasion doesn't have anything extra on mine. That should help with food.
It's your charisma.
Oh, then yes,
Unless
it
you're
does.
proficient in it.
Oh, okay. So then it's a 13.
13.
I didn't know. It wasn't letting me scroll.
I'm sure your age isn't gonna affect too much.
God damn it.
You're about 38.
I'm in like late 30s.
Why is everyone old?
Yeah, me and her just like, why is everyone so fucking old? What is this?
Not that old.
No, I'm old.
He's old for an ass. He's old for a
We
dragon.
gotta be like, you're still cute.
Well, you know how, like, there are teenagers in your race?
Yeah, that's what about
I'm
you are.
basically still a teenager.
Yeah. I know. I can figure that
No
one
one
out.
hear Kyra just be like, you're cute anyways.
Can you press the boom?
Halflings live a long time.
That's my son.
Oh, you're gonna die, like, soon.
Oh my god, why would you say
So
that?
are we
Only
gonna take
45
a-
years.
a
God!
Rest here or what,
You make me
guys?
depressed again?
No, I just mean,
Alright,
you know.
can we listen to our wonderful vampire hunter? Slash vampire. Slash.
Slash vampire.
Vampire hunter? Vampire?
Yeah, vampire hunter.
Vampire hunter.
I just mean that.
No,
like,
vampire-
I'm
Vampire
dead.
hunter.
I'm gonna
No,
live, like,
both of those are
another
animes.
100
You're now an
years.
anime. How do you feel?
Danny, how you
That's
feel?
kind of sad.
I
No.
feel great.
So I think, yes, we should probably take a short rest. Can we take a short
Because
rest?
we've been just like hanging
come to
out,
your funeral?
identifying
We've been
stuff,
dipping around.
and
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's gonna be at my funeral.
If you
It's gonna be
guys
really
do-
sad.
If
I'll
you
be
guys,
there.
if you guys do
Hope
want,
it die in like a fiery
If you die
pit.
while we're friends, I will come to your funeral. If
Just
you
throw it in
fuck
a
us
fire-
over
okay.
first, then
I'll
I will
come
not.
because you never know, I might be the one that kills you.
if you guys do want, you can take a short rest here.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
All right. If
I'm
anybody,
gonna take an hour to practice writing Vane.
okay.
I'm gonna take an hour to do the shield bullshit.
All right. Does anybody want to use any hit die to restore any hit
I don't
points?
need
I don't
any.
know if we
I
lost
don't
any.
need it.
I'm gonna do one.
Okay. And you can do your song of rest
You
if
need the
you'd
rest of
like
that,
as
I don't
well.
Yep, I'm doing the Song
Which
of
is
Rest,
really
and
good.
anyone else is doing hit dice.
So you're getting.
No, we're
You're
all at
starting
max
to
out.
figure out positioning. It definitely is a little bit. weird. You definitely know
Ow,
most
sorry.
time when you're riding a creature, a saddle does help mounting well, but you're starting to get the position of where you should be sitting, where maybe something should be mounted. You are able to practice more with your shield.
Yeah,
Jim
one
Rash.
more
The
hour.
you-
only thing
what are
that
you
I was
doing?
practicing was
I do
his
the
fiddle,
whole
but I
double
don't
hit.
want to talk to him.
That's up to you.
You can talk with me. Oh.
We're now at 5
Okay, I
hours
was
of
gonna
shield
sit next to
practice.
Ginger and I should be like,
Show me.
I'm just gonna sit and be
Yeah.
like, what are you practicing? What are you doing? You reading?
No, I'm gonna do the whole practice on my axe double hit.
Hey, we
So-
can.
I have a
Alright, so I-
shield, right?
You have a wooden shield, yes.
You want to practice my
You
game?
might get
No.
cleaved in half.
You can do it lightly.
No.
Please.
I don't want to hurt you.
Kyron,
You
do you
really
want to come
couldn't.
up here?
Where are you?
You can
I'm
see
flying.
Vane flying around the room.
I don't think we could. Wait, can we both be on her?
She could grab you, probably.
Can I just lift my head going,
Brian.
yes, take me!
Yes, Naresh?
Can I practice trying to bardically inspire two people at once?
How would you go about trying to do that?
So, okay, so if Kyron and Nock are both gonna get on Vane, I would sing a song like a springtime song about birds, and it would be like very light and happy,
You
and I would aim it at both of them
Battle map.
because they're in close proximity.
Okay. Roll a performance check.
Oh, fuck yeah, I get to do the performance check with my fiddle, which gets +1.
I'm gonna have Vane pick her up.
Yeah, I just have my arms up, like, take me!
And Vane swoops down and just grabs onto your arm, and now you're dangling as Vane.
And I'm just
goes
gonna
down
go,
the room.
whee!
If she does
I got a
flex too hard, you
26.
have dislocated shoulders.
26.
Yeah.
That would suck.
So you definitely have been able to find a way to try to be focusing in on both of them. The Bardic Inspiration can only go to one right now, but that is a success towards training to be able to do that.
Okay, do I use 2 Bardic Inspirations?
Yeah, both of them are expended, but both only one person gets. Actually, no, because it's going to be 2 people per. If you complete it all, it's 2 people per Bardic Inspiration. Is that what you're going for, or just 2 Bardic Inspirations at once?
I feel
2
like
Bardic
2
Inspirations
people
at once. I
per
want to be able
would
to
be better.
Okay, so yeah,
cast Bardic Inspiration
work on that.
and get
Yeah.
2 people.
yeah.
So, like,
So
Snaps.
yes, you would
Yeah.
you would be able to bardically inspire both of them 2 separate rounds, but you were able to focus in. So you can use 2 of them, and both of them can be bardically inspired for the next 10 minutes.
okay, and it only took 1 performance check.
And that's
Sweet.
and that's a success towards trying to train to be able to do that instead. So now Kyron and Nock.
Where would I mark that down, and how many do I need?
Notes.
I don't have an
Inspired.
exact number for you yet, but you can just start writing down in your notes that you have 1
Now
success.
we have to use that within the next 10
10
minutes.
minutes.
So let's get going. I
Alright.
say on my owl, and I put out my arms
So you probably
like
did that near the end of our short rest.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, and yeah, so that can be done towards the end of the short rest right
yes,
there.
please.
All right.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And she's like,
No, that would be pretty much
I
how
was
I
just
ended
like,
it.
cool.
You guys
Love
are just
that.
flying around, and I'm like, boom, you inspired, ladies.
And I'm just gonna flip him off in midair.
All
Your
right.
hands being
I'm
held by
taking
Vane,
that as
and
a
you just go.
compliment.
Don't take that as a. In my society,
I go,
that
thanks,
is a compliment.
Naresh.
Are you sure?
What?
I just go, thanks, Naresh.
I'm gonna go,
I
fuck
thought you
you,
said I hate you,
Naresh.
Naresh, and I was like, wait,
No.
you too?
No, I hate you. No, I said thanks.
When I said fuck you.
All right.
You too. This is terrible.
And Vane flies down towards the entrance. Both of you down back on the ground.
Yeah.
You guys headed
I'm
back
gonna
down
give
the
her
hall.
a little pet,
Me
like
too.
above the eye.
Me too.
Yeah. I'm gonna say thank
you.
you.
Know, she
She
likes
got that place
spot.
behind
She
her,
found
yes.
that behind
Yeah.
her.
Can I get that part? Be like,
Yes.
I just want to put my face up to her face and say, "You're the best."
Feather.
I love my owl.
Okay, let's go walk down this hallway, my
Yeah.
guys.
You
Okay,
guys,
let's go to the door.
and you guys go further down that hallway, getting back into
This
the
one?
room. You pass through the veil, that white veil,
Mhm.
at the entrance. And
I
the white
close
veil.
Kyron's eyes again as
Mhm.
we walk through the
Yep.
scary
I
part.
was like, okay.
You pass through back towards the purity side.
Why am I being?
afterwards.
I get treated like
Is
a
this like the
5-year-old
door?
now that I think about
Or
it.
is
I'm
this the door over
door?
here?
Yeah, but aren't
That
you
is
like
one
young
big
for
door.
your race?
This one?
She is.
Yeah,
Sorry,
and then
I'm
there's
really
also a door right over
She's
here.
still a baby.
That's where we came
Yeah, I'm
in.
really
Yep.
considered a baby
No,
at
you
that
guys
point.
came in right
yeah,
here.
You're just
Oh.
body
Other
mature.
door
Yeah.
right there.
This bit.
Do I see a
It's closed.
I'm still a
It is
child.
a
Like,
closed
I'm like,
door.
Do I look on
I'm
the
probably
map?
like
Do I see
in
a
my own
room?
race, like 7.
Yeah.
I'll be like, hey.
Maybe.
Oh. There's a room back there.
You guys came down there. You went there, and there's this room right there.
I'll just say, there's a room over there.
Let's go.
Well, do you want to go to this room or do you want to open the door?
I want to go everywhere.
I say
I
let's.
want to go to the other room first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big door seems like it leads somewhere important.
I'll go first.
Where are we going?
Huh?
Because I found the room. I'll go first because I found the room.
Where is it?
Over here.
On the map.
Over here.
I'm gonna follow closely after
Physical
knock.
control.
I'm gonna be as close as I can, but someone else will probably be closer.
Okay. I'm gonna say that Bracket's gonna kind of be in between Knock. I mean, not Knock, but
Just middle party.
Naresh and Kyron there. Just trying to keep someone in between them.
Fair enough.
All right.
I know
You
things
guys-
have kind of calmed down, but it's still not great.
Have they?
You guys go over.
We don't know yet.
Have they?
Your choice.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Takes my sword, stabs him.
You guys make it over towards that door, and it is locked.
I'm gonna inspect it.
Wait,
for
is it with a lock?
traps.
It does have a lock.
I'm
on
gonna
the
help
door.
you look for traps.
Nice.
Like, you have bardic
It's
inspiration
just
as well.
like all these weird doors you've seen. It's
Thank
like a rock
you.
wall, but it's got a metal like lock on it. And
Oh.
when you are able to get it, the door has been opening.
I just started petting
One
my own
second.
head.
And
So
you've already
investigation
raised
for
that.
traps, right?
I'm just doing this. Look at my head.
Ooh, that's much better. What's 8 plus 6?
8 plus 6, so that
14.
is 14.
Plus 1, so 15.
15. It does look like there's some sort of trapping mechanism on here. Again, it does look like something would shoot out of the lock itself if it did fail. But
If I failed picking it, or if I picked it at all?
it does look like if it was tampered with.
Okay, so if I pick it at all, it's gonna shoot out.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll ask you for the key that you found.
Okay, that
Oh wait, no. I'll ask Fane for the key that she has still. Thank you. I'll try to
Oh my
unlock
God.
it.
Alright, and you put the key in,
Yeah. Oh,
and then the door.
looks like we were supposed to come here anyway.
All right.
I will knock an arrow.
Okay. Everybody who looks down this hallway, regardless of dark vision, cannot see anything.
Well, shit.
Well, it looks like there's a dark
Sweet.
veil.
Hey, someone take out a torch and see if
I
that'll
had
help.
the torch.
Does the torch
The
help?
magic torch.
You're way behind. You're completely
Yeah.
unhelpful.
You're completely
I'm gonna
unhelpful.
pass the torch forward.
Okay, I'll pass it to Knock.
Well, not if it doesn't help. Does the torch help?
Do you
Can you
put
see
the
with the
torch
torch?
in there? The torch disappears in that darkness.
Okay. I think we're gonna have to go in blind.
Why are you so
And I
happy?
look really creepy at everybody.
As
I
I'm
just
walking,
want to
Have-
stop that.
I would have experience with magical darkness because I'm a drow, so I would like to lead.
I kind of lick my teeth.
did you listen?
I'm gonna stop
Did you
that.
listen to him
Okay.
giving you advice?
Fine, but
Kyron.
I'm coming next.
Kyron, with your high perception, you can hear mumbling down the hallway.
And I got my hand and be like, wait,
Is there something?
there are voices.
Wait, I didn't sense anything earlier.
There's mumbling.
That just means that they're not
I'm gonna
humanoid.
sit down and try again.
You sit down again.
Yeah, and try again.
You can detect the Fashilla,
Mhm.
everybody around you, Naresh, the people really far below you.
Nothing in front of us.
Nothing
Nothing in front of us.
And I'm
It
gonna
just
go.
means they're
So I'm
not.
Well,
gonna
they're
go
not-
knock. I'm gonna go knock. There's voices.
They're not humanoid, and I stand back up.
Loosen arrow.
I'm gonna put my hand above my head and be like, all right, magic,
I
let's
don't-
go. No.
We don't know if they're enemies
50?
or not.
Gun?
Wait, can I recognize the mumbling or is it too far away?
You don't
It's too
know
far
it's a
away. It's
gun.
very, very soft.
Also, we don't know
You
if
Big
they're.
don't come
crossbow.
up for a
they-
name with it.
we also
Okay.
don't know.
Well, I'm also gonna
That
say
they're
they're
enemies.
they're.
Yeah, I don't know
I'm
if
gonna say
there's
they're
anything
super
in
far
there.
ahead. I know between all of us, we know a lot of languages. Just keep your ears open.
Yeah.
If you understand it, say it.
I will
They might not be
actively
enemies, so don't.
listen.
I will
immediately
also
shoot towards their
actively. I
direction.
don't really need to actively listen. I usually hear everything anyway, but I am also actively listening.
Mm-hmm. As you
Yeah.
guys are walking down,
In my meeting, so I'm gonna put the never break plate in my cacophonic structure, the aquanarch on my hip holster, and my fiddle in both hands.
Can I ask you? I'm gonna ask. Bracket's gonna ask you a question. Does the light cantrip still work with magical darkness bullshit?
No, magical darkness is too high a level.
Okay. Damn. That's all I got.
do you guys proceed forward?
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will.
Okay.
Axe
Does
at the
sleight
ready.
of hand check have advantage in magical darkness?
You can't see, so.
Damn it.
I
So it
think
would
that would
cancel
kind of
out.
cancel
Just
it
bounce,
out.
bump into him. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, sorry.
No, he got really offended last time. But I wasn't gonna steal it.
Oh dear. Oh dear, dear.
It was just for fun.
Oh dear. Okay.
Nox
So,
just feeling kind of bored.
What the fuck?
Yeah, apparently the life-threatening situations are just so goddamn
I'm
boring.
just a little bored.
what's
yeah.
the order?
So Naresh is in
I'm
front of
going
me.
first.
Naresh knocked me.
And then me.
And then Jinrash in the rear?
Yeah, 'cause I can't see
and then
anyway.
Vayne.
Vayne?
Bringing up the rear. 'cause
Wait,
she's
in
a
Nope,
Druidic-
nobody can see anything.
In Druidic, I'm
Doesn't
gonna
matter
just
if we
like
have
go
special stuff or
to
even the
knock
light
and just be
cantrip
like,
doesn't work.
I'm gonna whisper back to you in Druidic.
We should probably
I
hold
don't
hands.
fucking know.
I was gonna say we should tie the rope to each other.
No, that's going
Oh,
to be
we can
dangerous.
hold hands.
and I'm gonna go absolutely not.
You don't want to hold my hand?
Yours, sure.
Well, what? You're.
You're too
You
far
won't
away
hold
from me.
my hand?
You can hold.
Yeah, I'm between Bracket and Jinrash. You want me to be holding hands?
Why not?
You don't,
Yeah.
you won't hold my hand? What'd I do? Oh, I know what I did. That's a lie.
They didn't.
But I know what I
Wrong.
I didn't do
I
anything
start
wrong.
forward, like
I'm gonna hold on to his coat again.
basically using my fiddle.
Alright, and I'm gonna
as,
be
like,
an asshole and just be like, fine.
echolocation
Put my
device
hands out and be like, go.
with
Okay.
mage hand.
I'm in the middle.
So what are you doing, Cal?
And it's like this. Ugh.
I'm playing the fiddle very softly with mage hand, like using it echolocation
DM,
That's
style.
holding
appreciate.
on.
We're like,
I'm holding on to Naresh's jacket.
Okay.
We're weird.
and then we're all holding hands, and
Because I
Kyron
understand
suddenly
that
has her
he's
head in the
trying
air, like,
to,
I
like,
fucking
hold
hate
his
this.
thing.
Okay, we're gonna keep doing this once again.
And Kyron can hear this first before anybody making out the words, but you
Yes.
guys are by.
What
to
language
get
is it? Is
close
it
to
common?
It is in common.
Okay.
You can hear very like whispering breath.
Yeah.
Is aliens pool, dark like his teens.
Wait, repeat that a little bit louder.
It very whispery, but
I know, but
this-
like you
I'll-
need to
I'll
let.
say-
If
I'll
I
say-
hear it, I
Yep.
need to know what it is.
I'll say it high, but it's very soft. Thalian's pool, dark like his deeds, corroded in the dark, and but he feeds on the light.
And I'm immediately gonna say that all in Druidic to knock.
Only
It's
light,
in common.
only light can purify.
I know, but
his
I'm
We
gonna
can
like,
hear
like I hear it
Feed him what
first,
he
so
needs.
you're gonna hear it, but I want Knock to hear it as soon as I hear it.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna immediately be like,
And then and then everybody
Important
is
stuff?
able to. By the time you get to the end of hall, again, Thalian, it's just on a loop too.
on a loop.
Thalian's pool, dark like his
Ah.
deeds. He corroded in the dark.
How are they doing
On light
that?
he feeds. Only light can
Aliens.
Only light can purify
Aliens.
his deeds and feed him what he needs.
Cool. Can you say it slower? I'm sorry.
Thalian's pool, dark like his deeds.
Dark like his deeds. Corrodes in the dark.
He corrodes in the
One
dark.
second.
He corrodes in the dark.
He corrodes in the dark.
Mhm.
Does anyone want a fried pickle?
On the light he feeds.
Here's the sauce.
Ooh.
That's what that was?
Here, take this.
I don't know what kind of sauce it was.
It's spicy.
It's good.
It's good.
Only light can purify his deeds and feed him what he needs.
Only
like
light
it.
can purify
That's
his deeds.
And Naresh, as you are getting through, you have the echolocation with the mage hand on your fiddle. Like, so is your mage hand like, are you still holding it, the fiddle, and then the mage hand's just playing your fiddle?
Yes.
Okay. Just a little strum every once in a while, and at one point you can hear it starts to echo a little bit further, so you can tell that you just did walk out into a space that's open.
So it's only light can purify his deeds and give him what he needs?
Yes. Alright.
His cat's name is Steve.
Naresh can definitely tell that he walked into a room.
Okay, guys, this space opens up. I think we
Are
might
you
want to
guys-
spread out and try to feel along the walls.
Are you guys trying to be
What if
stealthy?
I touch something that's
Yes,
not a
I
wall?
would like to be stealthy.
But what if
Right.
something's not a wall?
Yeah,
So
stealthy. Go,
Everybody
go,
roll
go.
a stealth check. Bracket, you know the drill.
He's gonna be loud.
Well, guys, we
Well,
died
I'm not rolling
tonight.
a stealth check because I'm still playing my fiddle.
Yeah, he's still playing a fiddle.
Yeah.
Does that mean like the stealth check doesn't work?
Yeah.
At least his.
The thing
Everybody
did
else
not roll
tried.
very well. Aha, neither did I. I got a 9.
I got a 13.
8.
Vane rolled an 11.
Mhm.
We all suck.
I rolled a 19.
So she's the only one not making noise, basically.
Clank, clankety clank, clank.
That's literally my class. So,
Yeah, I know. It's
like,
And as soon as you do get into this
did
room,
I trip? Considering mine was so bad.
you can hear like sounds like a few things are dragging across the floor somewhere in this room.
I don't like the sound of that.
Can Kyron
There's
just...
also the sound of water too, because you can hear. water
Kyron's just gonna
flowing.
drop to her hands and knees and start like walking like this and trying to feel her, because if she heard something on the ground, she wants to know what
doesn't
that
that
is.
count as dropping prone?
Yes.
Oh, does it? Never
If
mind.
you're
I take it
on
back.
your hands and knees.
I take it back.
Who's venturing and who's venturing where?
So I think we're trying to still continue in a line.
I think we should go at like an angle
like
from the
this.
wall with one person keeping their hand on the wall.
I think
Can
we're
I just
going
say
like,
hello, like hello in like every language that I know, and see if anything answers me.
As soon as you guys are taking those few steps in, and Kyron goes hello and starts saying in different languages, that you're hearing stops for a second. Everything. You still hear the echoing, and then you just start hearing. It seems like whatever's being moved
Dragged.
around on the ground might be
coming
trying
closer.
to find the direction of where that
I would
sound
like to
came
try to
from.
fire an
hello?
arrow at what I'm hearing.
Well, I'm trying to
I
make them come to
stop
me.
playing my fiddle and pull out the Aquanark in my other hand.
All right.
So it's all coming to me. Let's go, y'all.
I'd like to use Divine Sense.
Okay. You roll Divine Sense, and what are the things that it can detect again?
As an action, you can detect good and evil until the end of your next turn. You can sense anything affected by the hollow spell or know the location of any celestial, fiend, undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover.
Nothing goes off with Divine Sense.
I'm gonna shoot it.
Wait. Would fairy fire work in this room?
Probably not against magical darkness.
I want to know.
Probably not. Sadly.
I have to just detect magic too.
After
I
a few
forgot about that.
after a few seconds, are you on your hands and knees, Kyron? Or are you standing
No,
up?
she
No,
said
I
that she
stood.
didn't
I
wanna
stood
do
the.
it.
You know, I probably went like this, and people went, "Don't do that." I went, "Okay." It stood back up.
You feel
You're not getting me that easily.
you feel a bump, something bump
Bumped
from
into
one
my foot.
direction, from the other direction, and Jinrash, you actually feel
So
from
I was
that
gonna
direction
try
as
to
well.
shoot.
It's you're firing black.
As-
like-
Yeah.
As
you
it
hit
hits me,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna swing
You
my
are-
axe.
I'm gonna say
You don't know if it's
you're
bad.
firing completely blindly.
Mhm.
Direction? How many in a direction?
Well,
One,
I
two, three.
hear it moving around, so I'm
Okay.
gonna try to fire in the direction that I hear it.
Wait, if I use
Typically,
detect
if
magic,
you can't see anything, attack rolls miss. They're supposed to. I'm gonna give a chance in that direction. Roll a percentile.
Percentile.
wait, can I use?
I thought you had disadvantage at rolling if you couldn't see something.
If you, if you know where it's at, then it's disadvantage. But typically, any ranged attack when
18.
you can't see. 18. You hear the shot go wide and clank off of the wall in the distance.
Can I use detect magic?
That might be good though.
Considering
Did it hear that?
3 things just bumped into you, and you just hear.
hello,
And
it's
No,
gonna
no,
bite
no, no. As
gonna
I got
bite
bumped
me.
into,
It's gonna
I'm
bite
swinging
me.
my axe.
we're if you guys want to this session, or we can start next one with initiative.
Next session.
Next
Oh,
session.
I'm fine with this session. Ooh.
Now, what's the group
No, I'm done.
consensus? Do you guys want this
Damn
one
it.
or
Next
next
I'm
one?
tired.
All
Damn
right.
it. Okay.
We'll end the session right as 3 somewhat dragging, maybe slithering type sounds
Okay, I'm gonna get bit by a snake,
bumped
motherfucker.
into Kyron and Jinrash.
I shouldn't
No,
have
no,
said
no.
hello.
My reaction to them is swinging my axe.
Well, they're all about to attack you, so it's going to be initiative.
Oh, so now
at
you're
that
letting me
point.
know I'm gonna get bit by a fucking snake. Great.
Well, they can see clearly.
All right.
Maybe.
Well, this
Alright,
was an
do that
interesting
first.
one. Next session, starting with combat next time. All right. You guys, I'm excited that you guys are getting far into this dungeon now, and you guys melted my vampires.
I'm sorry.
I'm
Yes.
sorry.
I really
Did
liked
they have more
them.
plot?
I'm
Oh,
really
no.
upset.
They had fetch quests.
I'm like really upset.
No, I know.
Like,
I
I'm
really
fully on
liked
upset.
them, and I didn't.
There's a
like
really
them at
interesting
all.
story behind him.
Pull the lever, Crunk.
Wrong level!
I felt so bad.
Wait, did we already say bye or are we still on?
Well,
We're still
we're
on.
about to say
Oh,
bye.
shit.
Night.
Thank you guys all for coming.
Join
We'll
us
be
for
here
the next
next
disaster.
week. We'll figure out what time and tweet out on our socials as always. We'll see you guys for the next disaster.
Bye.
Bye.